All right. Hey, what's up, guys? Hartman here. We got Hoohames with us tonight, and we're gonna talk about who we're hammering down the stretch and who we're fading. How you doing tonight, Hoohames?
I'm good. I'm good. It looks like you need to log into BBO so we can see
Oh
your
yeah.
47% Cam Scadaboo.
I'm not quite the scata boy
The
that
rest of
some
us
of you
are.
guys are, but I'm overweight. I'm like 12, 13%.
So, what's your take on the Vele stuff? Are you I know everybody's saying that it's good for Franklin and Bryant, but like body style wise, Vele was the only one in the way of Bryant.
Oh yeah, I think it's pretty bullish for Bryant. I
I
mean,
think
I
it's huge for Bryant myself. Like I
yeah.
was a little worried because like after that first week,
Mhm.
um, and the way Sean Payton treats everything, but he's going to rotate people in and out. But my whole thesis is he's going to be in there in the goal line packages, and
Oh
I
yeah, and
think I think that's even more like like my theory on it is coming to fruition. So I feel pretty good.
I think the way that they used Vele too, that like kind of short area role, almost like a tight end, a lot of screens and stuff.
Yeah,
Pat Bryant like stoking up all that kind of work, especially like you said in the goal line area. I mean, that could make him like usable so much earlier in the season, maybe until he gets like a higher snap share or something if he's in the goal line
yeah,
role, like red
and
zone packages.
yeah. I mean, I think they're going to end up using him in a lot more situations, but I think early on he'll have some role now for sure. Like I was worried that his first few weeks he wasn't going to maybe, but the Vele trade. I mean, they paid a lot for Vele, like a fourth rounder for
Yeah, I
Devon
couldn't
Vele,
believe that.
fourth
Well,
and a seventh. I think like that is that's more than that's like four times what Christian Kirk got.
Well, I think the craziest one was like George Pickens goes for a third.
Oh yeah,
Devon
yeah,
Bailey goes for a fourth.
yeah. But I
That's,
mean,
or yeah, like you said, Christian
George
Kirk.
Pickens,
Yeah,
you were going to have to pay.
that's true. That's fair.
Like
But
Devon
yeah, like
Vele is
Kirk.
happy to have a job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, that's what we think. But he just went for a fourth
Right,
round
right.
pick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is true.
yeah.
Uh,
But yeah. But yeah, no, I do think that opens up a lot for Bryant. I definitely agree with that. It's pretty bullish for Pat Bryant.
yeah, yeah. I
Uh, okay, so I'll say what's up as a chat real quick, and then we'll hop in the
Yep,
draft.
no problem.
Uh, Pepper Tony first. Lil Smo, hey, what's up, Lil Smo? What's up, Pepper Tony? Thanks for stopping by. Lil Smo. Paulino, what's up, fine gentlemen? What's up, Paulino? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Uh, Steve, what's going on, guys? Hey, what's going on, Steve? Thanks for stopping by. Just finished watching Best Ball Jeopardy, and then right before
Right.
that, Steve was actually drafting with Andrew.
I was
Real,
on a roll at the start of Best Ball Jeopardy, and then I got nothing right.
yeah, yeah. No, there were a couple that had me in the
Yeah,
blender today.
that was the hardest episode by far. Like my episode, I was off my game. Like I was, and every answer I had was the ones Tyler had. Um, but like today's answers were just hard. Like it was a hard episode,
Well,
and they and
especially
they
the charts, like the
yeah.
rushing charts and stuff.
I
I had
had
no chance.
I had zero idea. Like I got zero of the charts.
The only one was the one he got for the double, the T Higgins, because it was like, oh,
Yeah,
week
yeah,
17, 3 touchdowns. But like,
right.
yeah, like the
He
charts are not helpful at all.
right because he was the only one that had three touchdowns. So yeah,
Right.
I was just really hoping the next one was Drew Lock. Like the one like that second one, the Sam Darnold one. I was hoping that was Drew Lock.
I was not expecting him to pull that out of his bag. But when he
Yeah,
did, I was like, oh, maybe that could be the right guess.
right.
Yeah. Uh
Yeah.
Nick Bocklidge, what the fuck? The fuck's up, Nick? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Dirty P, we're in here. Let's fucking go. Pat Bryant. Hell yeah. A bunch of Pat Bryant bulls all in one room. Uh, yeah, but 1 year of Pickens to be a high end wide receiver too. First 3 years, Vela as a third, fourth. Yeah, I mean that's kind of like what you were saying too, the
Right.
contract thing. Yeah, no, I mean that's totally fair. That definitely has a huge amount of value. Who won Jeopardy? Now you have to watch it and find out. Can't be spoiling it. It just happened.
The audience won.
Yeah,
There
I
you go.
will tell
The,
you,
the
it
lame
was a
answer.
nail biter. It was a nail biter right to the end. It came down to the last question. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruni's bringing it. Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, T. Higgins was easy. The rest were tough. Yeah, and that was the 200s. That makes sense. Do your marathon
Right.
promo drafts in. Did you do any? You probably didn't do the marathon promo, or did you?
I didn't. I haven't done any of like I think I've done 7 marathons. Like I maxed drafters last year, and it just wasn't like I didn't think it was fun. Like there was no sweat. Like I did 70 regular marathons on Underdog as well, and like I was chasing the overlay, and I took the time and fast drafted all of them, and like the overlay closed so fast it made it not worth chasing at all to me.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because like
I'm not going to chase overlay anymore because they literally like as soon as it like there's so many people that they wait and only chase the overlay stuff, and then like you're in rooms that everybody's just throwing in auto draft rankings, and like it just
yeah,
ruins your potential to actually win because everybody's just using rankings from like ETR or stuff like that. So you get sniped on all your quarterbacks, like you can't get real teams. It wasn't worth it to rush it at the end, in my opinion.
well, and in that too, where it's total points, like everyone's auto
Yeah.
drafting, so maybe like your pod is a little weaker overall, but then you're getting no values, and like you said,
Yes.
you're getting sniped
Yeah.
on your own stacks. So
Right.
yeah, how
Like
can you build a competitive winning team? Yeah,
right. The goal is to win the thing, you know,
right.
to get top 20 teams or so. Because like you have to if you're gonna max. You have to have like an insanely high team. And if all of your chances, because like if 3 people per room are auto drafting off of ranks, you have a very high chance to just lose all your stacks. So like I think if you're gonna
Right.
draft marathon, now is the time. Like
Yeah.
I do think that if you want to do it, now is the time to do it. Because whenever overlay is imminent, it's gonna go I think it'll be awful.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do kind of agree with that. I think late, yeah, with the big overlay ones, you're probably pretty much right, because I don't think the normal people are going to be in those too much anyway. It's just going to be people chasing it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be hard. It would be like now, especially in these promo windows, because
Right.
those are
Yeah.
going to be the easiest time to fill it by far.
Right.
Oh, and Steve was asking, I did do my promo. I did 2 fast, 8 slows. Um, I've done legit like 16 marathons, and I think 15 of them are for promos. So yeah, it's only
I,
when it has promos. I'm not really super interested in it.
I'm interested in. I like this first quarter thing. I've only done 3 of them, but I
I
really
kind of
like
like
it.
it too.
The Tank Bigsby is such a smash in that. I'm pulling him to 100. I'm just taking him 20 picks ahead
Yeah,
of ADP. Like, I think he gets. I think week 1 they play Carolina, and week 2 they play Cincinnati.
that sounds right. I did one
Which
or
is
two earlier. I had some charts pulled up.
that is insane. Like
Yeah,
that is I would pay like I believe he's going to be the running back 1 no matter what week 1. Like I think they'll split a little, but I think he's the RB1, right? Like the one that'll get like the
yeah.
15
I'll
to
get
20
the
carries.
heaviest workload.
Yeah, and like let's say it's 10 or 15, 10 and 5. Like I think Tank will get the 15. And
Well,
I'm willing to take him at like pick 85 if I have to. Like I'm
well,
not going to right now, but I think he's that good of a pick in that.
well. I can totally see that, because especially at running back, once you have your lineup filled, I mean, like, you're really just trying to pull up guys who you think can hit. Like, I
Yeah.
think barely any of the picks after 100 even like really matter. Like
And
QBs and stuff, sure, but
there's no RBs after Tank Bigsby other than Javante Williams that you can see having like that you can kind of envision having a big role in the first 4 weeks. without injury,
maybe
right?
Eckler.
Well, yeah, Eckler is the other one. That is true.
Yeah, that's
But
probably it
like
though. Not much. Yeah.
maybe Jaden Blue, but like you're betting on a rookie.
I was kind of thinking that, but I don't think he'll get enough workload that soon, even
And
if he
there's a
is good.
right, and there's a bunch of like wide receivers that like Darius Slayton is free in that. Uh, Tyler Lockett's free. You know, like Tyler Lockett has a
Yeah.
rough schedule. Jerome Ford is actually a really good one too.
Oh yeah,
But
that's a good call.
I feel like, I mean, you get Carolina, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm pretty positive it's Carolina, and I'm going to look it up right now, but pretty positive it's Carolina and Cincinnati week 1-2 for them, which is like how much more nutted of a schedule could you want as
Yeah.
for a running back, you know?
I I really want to do one of those where I do like I want to start it like 1-4-0-1 with like Josh Allen Bowers or something if I could. Or like,
So
Jaden Bowers.
the second one I done on stream, I got Jalen Hurts, and my first three picks was Genty, JT, and Kyron Williams.
Okay.
And then I pulled Tank Bigsby up to 113, and those are my only four running backs. And then I just put 9 receivers on the team and 3 tight
Okay.
ends,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like that team feels really good. My first team sucked. Like
Yeah.
I was only do like I was doing stuff. So like Carolina, like we can jump in BBM if you want. We can talk through that, but
All right. All right,
uh,
yeah. Let me just say what's up, Green Bean? Thanks for stopping by, brother. We'll stop in we're gonna jump into BBM in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All
yeah. So like,
right.
uh oh,
Oh no. The
get got
rug pull.
everybody. Yeah. So on top of that, like Carolina or New England and Denver play Carolina and Cincinnati in week 4, which is huge. But Cleveland plays Cincinnati week 1, which is like all the like I'm basically looking to go against Washington, uh, Carolina, and Cincinnati as much as possible. Right? Like I feel like that's the
Yeah.
nuts is to try to target those teams. And the Falcons play Tampa Bay, who's got an awful defense, Minnesota, which is a bad matchup, but then Carolina and Washington. Like that feels really good for every piece because like Tampa Bay and Carolina are going to be bad on both sides, and Washington probably not a great defense either.
Yeah, I think Washington could be like okay, but
Washington's going to absolutely like Washington and Tampa are absolutely going to be scoring points, which means
yeah.
worst case scenario, Bijan is shut out, but Kyle Pitts to me is a fantastic pick there. Like I hate to say it, and I don't want to rely on him, but I'm never taking Kyle Pitts
Really?
in a 2 tight end build. Number one, like it's always a 3.
Oh yeah.
But you get Tampa Bay, Carolina, and Washington, right? Like feels really good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Tampa Bay, Carolina, I mean, yeah, you're not getting too much better of a schedule than that, probably. Yeah, because
Right.
there's some players I was looking at, and then it's like you just look at the schedule and it's just too brutal. They almost don't seem
Well,
viable.
I forget who it was, but they played Houston. Like they start with Denver.
Yeah.
Week 4 they
It
play Houston, and they play the Ravens in there too. I believe it's like
was
no.
it like
I,
Pittsburgh? So here, so we're on the clock. So
yeah,
Barkley, Gibbs, Jefferson.
I've been pulling Gibbs up.
All
Uh,
right, awesome.
I mean,
That,
yeah,
that's great for me.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I've been doing the exact same thing. I actually take Gibbs sometimes even over Bijan. I know you don't do that, I don't think.
I mean, my ranks are Chase, Bijan, CD, Gibbs, and it's only that way because I want to have some CD Lamb.
Yeah.
Like,
I
like,
I mean, I
like,
think that's pretty fair.
like if I was to do one draft, and because like on the way back around, like Bucky Irving, Chase Brown, Jonathan Taylor's down there sometimes. Like it's pretty easy to get a RB on the back end, right? Like coming back
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like taking the receivers a lot more in like the front half of the first. I'm not clicking Jefferson as much. I'm a little worried about the injury. Not a ton, but
He
I
was
like
back in
Gibbs and
practice.
Bijan a lot. Huh?
I see he's back in practice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not
What
too worrying. It's just the whole offensive environment, it's just kind of a new setup. Gibbs just feels so much safer
the thing that
than Bijan.
could worry you is the first 3 weeks when Addison's not there, he's just going to be triple covered.
That's
Because
true.
like they are actively, I'm sure you've seen it, they're actively looking for a wide receiver right now in free agents or in trade, which is
Oh yeah, they're trying to
hilarious.
add a vet.
Yeah, which is hilarious because then the Saints are like, "Watch this. We want
Yeah.
Devon Vele. We're not here to make our team better. We're here to make you have to pay more. Like all we want to do is make your life miserable. Like if Devon Vele is worth that much, you got to give Miami 4 first-round picks for Tyreek Hill. You know, like
Yeah, it is.
I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess they must just see something in Vele
I,
and the Taysom Hill role. That's the
well,
real answer.
he's. I mean, Vele would perfectly fit with what the Vikings need too. Like just
Yeah,
somebody who's reasonable for the first few weeks, who can kind of get into the offense, and he would offer something that Addison doesn't in 3 wide receiver sets afterwards. Like because
that's
he's a
true.
different
Yeah,
body type, right? So like he would have been literally the perfect style of player to go there.
yeah,
Like
yeah. And
in
they
my
don't really
opinion.
have that big body receiver like
And
him.
I kind of wonder if the Vikings called about Vele. I haven't read this, but it would make sense if they were actively looking for a vet. They called about Vele, and they're
Mhm.
like, "We'll give you a fifth." And the Saints heard, and they're like, "Oh no, 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 no! We'll give a fourth and a seventh." And the
Yeah,
Vikings are like, "You guys are out of your mind. Go ahead."
I mean, it could have been like I don't.
Like
I
I
just
don't
couldn't
know.
believe it when I saw a fourth. I
Right.
really couldn't believe
All
it.
right. What are you thinking here?
I like Lad or probably any of the running backs. Tyreek and T are also good.
So
Or I mean, we could go McBride elite QB also. That's fine too.
I kind of I think it's Ladd, Jonathan Taylor, or Chase Brown, and I'm fine with all 3 of them equally. I think
Um.
Jonathan Taylor probably. Like I love
Okay.
Ladd, but like Daniel
Me
Jones
too.
starting all year is positive for Jonathan Taylor, and that hasn't been taken into account yet. Uh, like because I moved Chase Brown up to like 17
Really?
whenever I seen the usage that they're doing with Chase Brown and
Yeah.
like how they were trying to run the ball in week 1 and they didn't weren't successful in week 2, but they tried it as well. Um, but Jonathan Taylor, like to me, is the better player, just flat out. And yes, he doesn't have the receiving upside, but he like there's a reason that Mike Clay projects him for like 97 yards a game.
Right. Well, I
You,
think
like
he's proven that workload when he's healthy too. He's like a 90% plus. Like it
and
maybe Chase Brown holds on to that too, but Taylor always has been when he's
when
healthy.
is when has he had a functional quarterback that could push the ball like push the ball
Right.
like 15, 20 yards downfield consistently with Tyler Warren there as well? Like all it's going to do is open up lanes for him. And Anthony Richards is not going to steal the touchdowns. So, like, I kind of think he should be way up there. I'm
Yeah.
pretty out
Oh
on
yeah, I think so
Tyreek.
too. Uh
I'm fine with
what are you thinking? QB?
either one of those, or like I don't really like Kyron, but I've mixed him in a little.
I
I
don't
think it's
either.
I think it's one of those 2 players. I kind
Okay.
of like
Any preference?
McBride.
All
I
right.
kind of like making sure we have something against Cincinnati in week
Y-
17. You know, like
Yeah.
and
All the opposing players get a bump after the
that
preseason
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Their defense is still what we thought they were.
Right, yeah, like, and they're shopping Trey now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, which
like,
is insane.
which is like we knew this was what was going to happen. Everyone but the Bengals front office seen this at the draft. It's like, hey, Trey Hendrickson might get traded. No, they're going to wait till a week before, like a week and a half before the season opens, and then be like, hey, does anybody want this awesome player because we've just screwed around this whole time? Like, what are you doing? What?
Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy. I just their whole management of all their players, their front office has to be the worst in the league. Because same thing with that rookie Shamar Stewart, they had all the issues. Even with Chase last year, right? They have issues all summer and let him hold out just to pay him like 2 weeks before the year. Like, why
Remember
didn't you
that?
just pay him?
Right. Remember that 3 days that Jamar Chase was going pick 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh yeah,
It was like
yeah,
3 days in a row. I wonder
crazy.
if right now we're in that same, like, because
Or Puka,
Jefferson was going
or
down at 7, 8 every once in a while right after that injury, and then Puka is down there. So like, I bet there's a couple Jefferson Puka teams out there. I bet there's a
yeah.
couple, and I wish I was one of those. Like in any contest, like in any contest, just one. Like even if there's a lot of risk, I'm fully in on that. Like yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, no, that's just like, I mean, like, cause some of those combos that, yeah, you see them and it's like there was just that 1 week time frame you could have got
yeah,
it. And
right.
sometimes, like, this one makes sense because it was kind of like injury related, and then Puka's with the Stafford stuff. But sometimes, like, players just have those random times when they fall, like you said. Like, it's just so
Well,
odd.
a lot of the time it's a lot of people are kind of looking for a reason to push people down, and
Right.
they
Or they're
like
just so
and
sick of drafting them there, they want to do something different.
right like me, I had 14.5% Puka because I was taking him a 7 every time over CMC. I don't regret
Wow.
it. Um,
Oh, yeah. I
like
mean,
I don't like. Have I ran bad at that? Maybe. If Stafford's healthy, no. Like, but I'm still like I just didn't want to get to 20% by taking him every time at pick 10. Like I'm still a 14. Like we're still good. Um, do you?
is
I kind
it
of like.
Terry or
Yeah, we
Jalen
could do
Hurd?
that. Uh,
What were you
I
thinking?
I think Terry's fine. We could just take Walker as well and just sure it up and go. Do you want to or not? Like
Yeah.
it's up to you.
I like Ken Walker. I have a
Yeah,
lot of Ken Walkers, so yeah.
and like we're gonna be the guys passing Brees in the fifth, by the way, if we do this.
But we could stop at 4.
Yeah, I think we still have to. I think we had to wait till the very end of the draft to take 2 at this point because we have 2 bye week 8s, if you can.
Yeah, we probably do actually. Yeah.
But like that is an insane RB room. Like we definitely have to
Yeah.
may hopefully get Kyler, but like just kind of scrap together. And this isn't my normal build, but I don't hate what it is. And I still think there's a chance we can get 4 wide receivers I love still.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think we can definitely be in a good spot to fill out the rest of our team at wide receiver. Like, I don't know, just the strength that an RB room like this gives you too. If all our guys stay
Yeah.
healthy, the amount of points we're going to put up in flex, like
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
can
exactly.
afford to be a little bit weaker. And if we get, I mean, slam dunk, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that's
I'm all in.
crazy.
I'm all in on that. By the way,
52.
shout out is that off the Schneid? Is he also he's
Oh
li-
yeah,
he's
he's
live right
streaming.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
and
live. We got
then
Losimo, we got Nick
Nick
Bach.
Bach. I think that's it. Housewives wins. I know the name, but I think
Yeah.
he just drafts a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
Yeah, not
yeah.
the normal
OTS
draft. I
streaming.
I don't think we'll get the guy I really want to come back to us in the 7th, and I think that you're in on that player too. Uh, it's a player that's been falling a little bit. There's no way anybody on the right of us should take him, but somebody on the left of us could. But it's a player that's been falling for news that we've known about since March.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
No,
know,
that would
like
definitely be a great pick in the 7th for sure.
right, and
I've
like
been smashing them there.
I never take him in the sixth, although I still think I still think he's fine where like Ricky Pearsall goes. But like I'm
Yeah.
gonna take Ricky Pearsall and hope he comes back. You know, like
I I think to me it's right after that like Olave Debo tier is kind of where I view him. Like
yeah,
maybe not even tier. They could be in the same tier, but I view those guys just a little bit ahead.
yeah, and I think we're definitely a 9 wide receiver build. Like already, I think we're
Because we're gonna be two tight end.
and 4 running back, or I guess we could be. We could just stop at 4 running backs, so we could stop at 5. That kind of depends.
But
Like the way Seattle's offensive line has been moving people, I 100% don't want to be out on them, and I like,
oh yeah.
and it's pretty easy to see Kenneth Walker being what you need in week 17.
Oh yeah, yeah, I totally agree. I've
Like,
been pretty hyped on Kenneth Walker, and it's like I wish I would have picked him more when he was going a little bit later. I
right.
still end up overweight, but I wish I would have been kind of hammering him more. Is he? Yeah, he's the guy when he's healthy, he has that ceiling, but just
Dude,
the health.
I got Sutton at 63 in one of those
Yeah,
first quarter things, and he plays the Bengals week 4. Like,
really.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, some of the
There's
receiver falls are crazy. Oh,
So, do we want to go for upside with Diggs or Golden, or do we want to get our floor with? I think we go Diggs.
I was thinking Diggs. Yeah.
I think we go Diggs. Yeah, I think so. Mostly because Myers is by week 8, and we have Trey
Oh yeah, and we
McBride
are
and
weak at.
and 2 running backs on by week 8 right now.
Yeah.
So if we can avoid it, like if we get Jacoby, Jennings, or Addison, I think those are definitely our picks. Like
Yeah,
I don't
for
see it
sure.
being
I don't
anything
really
else.
think we have
And
much.
if they're all gone, Pacheco or Pollard, and then be done.
And call it. Yeah. I like that call. I think
Uh, so like
receiver if available, and then if not, then running back and call it at 4.
call
Then
me
we can go
crazy,
9.
but I think I'm in on Pacheco more than Pollard now.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Um
I
okay, well he goes, but
I mean
I
it
don't
could
hate
be
that call at all.
the perfectly wrong run out, and like if those two go, we just take Laporta, right? All right, no, I guess not.
Eh, we already have McBride, so it's like it it could just be man. I mean, we could get Reed, but
No,
he's hurt.
I I have
Swift.
1% Jaden Reed myself.
Mm.
And I really do think that Tony Butler, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Okay, easy pick.
I I still think the Bears add somebody. Like I it may not be
I mean, they're a
somebody
sneaky
super
B-Rob
relevant,
spot, right?
huh?
Oh, they're I was saying they're a sneaky B-Rob spot, right? And they
Yeah,
could be
they're
one
I
of
mean
the
they're a
teams for
sneaky B
him.
Rob spot. They're a sneaky trade for ETN spot. They're
Mhm.
like they could just pick up like if Seattle cuts one of their guys, they could just pick them up. Uh like George Halani, Damian Martinez, one of them could just end up in Chicago. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I mean,
like,
if they just have too many people there.
well, like they're keeping Kenneth Walker and Sharps, right? Zach
Mhm.
Oots, or I think it's Zach, but Robbie Oots. Robbie Oots is like insanely good. He's a fullback. So that's 3 roster spots at RB already. And George Halani has been awesome, and he's been their kick returner. But Martinez looked very good last week as well. So, like, unless they keep 5 RBs, which very few teams do, they might be looking to trade one of them. And I could see, I think there's going to be a couple trades at RB this week. Like after this preseason game, I think there'll be 2 or 3.
Yeah, I could see a few. I mean, I think B-Rob's pretty set in stone because they're already
Yeah.
holding him out of practice and everything. But yeah, definitely a couple of those backups, like with roster cut downs like coming up.
Right.
I mean, a lot of those teams are going to see if they can get a 7th rounder, 6th rounder for some of
Right.
these guys.
I have a non NFL question. Have you seen JT like for the last 2 weeks? JT Best Ball?
Uh, No, I saw him on Twitter maybe a couple days ago posting
I
or
haven't like
something.
I see Mark Cox in here, and I it
Oh
reminded
yeah,
me like
what's up, Mark?
uh
Thanks for stopping by, bro.
I haven't seen him in a while. I was just wondering how he's doing. What's up, Tyler?
Hey, what's up,
This is
Tyler Emo Cowboy?
don't yell at us for this team. We're
Oh
we're
yeah, we're cooking right now.
we are cooking. We're
I brought
cooking.
Hoohames on. This is what we cooked up.
Yeah, and this is like we are high tea tonight. But
Zero
I
four
mean
two one.
that
Gibbs, Taylor, Walker, Pollard. Crazy. McLaurin, Diggs, McBride.
yeah. I
Um,
mean I think do we want to take Jaden Higgins here
and then
and
push.
push
Well,
Kyler,
okay.
or do
Who
we want
has
to?
who has Marv?
I
Oh,
mean, we
none
could.
none of these guys.
Okay, so I think we
Higgins.
take Jaden here
Okay.
because we need some. We need to make sure we have. And if we lose Kyler Murray, I'm honestly not that upset about it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
No, it's true because we also have May still.
I would
Um.
almost rather just have May, like
Yeah.
like just straight up, like May Diggs. I think is like,
We,
and we could try to push May back around to us, and like, what's the worst that happens? We backstack uh, Sam Darnold and Bryce Young, like, and take a third,
we
like
we
it.
could also we could try to get Kyler May and then do a
Yeah,
2-4-10 too.
yeah. I'm game. I'm game.
But yeah, like you're saying, if we miss out, I mean, there's so many good options late. Bryce Young, Cam
Right.
Ward, yeah, Gino even.
Hit wide receiver real quick.
Oh, what's up, Fantasy Football Garage? Thanks for stopping by, bro. Wide receiver.
I
So
I
kind of
don't know.
hurt guys
Yeah, I don't know where you're at, but I'm kind of still in on Mooney.
on Mooney.
No,
Honestly,
no,
I'm
not
just
not
not.
not here, not here. Like because he
Oh, you're
falls
thinking
back.
next pick.
If he falls
Oh,
back to the
okay.
next round reasonably often, and I'm kind of into that. Yeah,
You
Kyler is the
think
pick.
Kyler?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And then we stacked him up with Trey McBride there, so that feels pretty good. I mean, we still got some work to do at receiver, but we have at least a little bit of a base now, and we're gonna have 9 at least, so we'll have tons of volume there.
right. And we're not like I think we need like two or three of like the perfect player for us is Slot Demon, right? Like if Slot Demon's there
Yeah,
on the way back, I think we almost have to pull up Slot Demon or Keenan, one or the other,
yeah. I
with our
think.
with our next pick. And Keenan may be the better pick. Like, well, number uh, one of them is a team stack, and the other one is the bring back for that team stack for the Higgins. So like
Oh, right, for
both
the
of
one
them
yard.
actually work really well together. It's kind of funny that the two solid wide receivers in that range are those two that have the week 17 bring back on each other.
Yeah, yeah. It is kind of funny. I mean, you're probably not getting both super often on the same
Yeah.
team.
Kirk is
Well,
Kirk
they've
just
kind
went.
of moved up. Yeah. Oh yeah,
And,
Kirk. Oh, Kirk just went. Yeah.
I mean, Luther Burden's available down there sometimes. Bateman falls down there all the time now.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
been falling a lot, and I don't know why. Mooney
I
goes.
I don't I take Mooney every single time right there if I have Drake London. I'm assuming that player has Drake London.
So,
Uh,
I'll check quick. So, what's your
no.
no, he didn't have London. But
Hmm.
what's your opinion though, like so what's the deal with Mooney with the injury? Like what are you hearing or what's the latest you're kind of viewing it?
I all I know is I've heard that Michael Penix believes he's going to be there week 1. That doesn't mean anything in reality, but like that to me means he's not going to miss 4 games. You know,
Right.
and if I'm willing to take him, like if he's fully healthy, I'm still taking him at 80 to 81, 82.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
that's
totally
a three
agree.
that's a 3.5 4 round discount. Like so you're giving me a round discount per week of injury is kind of how I look at it. Um, And they seem like, hey, we're just going to wait until he's healthy, right? Like that's kind of what it sounds like.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
don't think they're going to rush him back either. Um, and I know chasing injury is probably the wrong move, but I kind of feel like this is they're being hyper, like they're making sure he's healthy kind of thing. And the Falcons didn't start anyone at all.
Oh, in the preseason.
So like that to me also means that yeah. So I think I know who I want with our pick. I think like he's fine. Uh, but the other one is the pick I like more if we have the choice.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I think it's
Um,
Mims or Keenan. Go ahead and hit quarterback real quick just to make sure there's nothing we're missing.
um,
Yeah, we take Keenan,
yeah.
and then
Oh, and then we
yeah,
could
exactly.
stack it.
That's
Yeah.
why we take Keenan first.
We could
And
also wait if we want and go for Stroud instead, or go
yeah,
3.
or backstack the
Yeah.
guy like I think that it'd be pretty easy to
Yeah.
Stroud actually falls all the way back now sometimes. Go look at what's the Nico drafter? What's he got?
So he's in the
So
3 spot. He has Jalen Hurts
and
and
JK.
McCarthy
So I think we're good to push
and Mooney
quarterback.
for the
Yeah,
Penix out.
yeah,
Herbert
yeah.
goes
I think we push
with
do we
Stroud.
just do we take Godwin this late? I don't know.
I mean, it could give us some good upside with the
Because
receiver room like
we
this.
need stuff late, right? Like,
Yeah.
do I love the pick? No, but this is what
I think at
120,
124 though.
124?
I mean, because kind of like you're saying, like, I mean, a fully healthy Godwin that goes what in the 6th round.
Yeah,
So even if he started on pup, I mean, at 124, the upside you're getting, like,
yeah.
and
It's a
especially on this where we have such a thin receiver room, like
right,
that
like
second half hammer that he can provide, he can really give us like
yeah.
a solid room later.
Like honestly, if Ayuk came all the way back, take him and then just go like Demario, Wandale. Like it's just like the most ugly wide receivers you could possibly have, and just hope, just
All the chat,
hope. I mean, we're trying to turn $25 into 2 million, right? Like it you have to have some luck.
all 4 of you guys, your job is to get there until Godwin gets healthy and carries
That's
you.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Uh,
like you guys are the chaperones, absolutely. Like absolutely. Hey,
uh, JT has been doing family thing. He's looking at some college football, best ball. Oh,
hey,
nice. That's cool.
Mark asked a question up there about B Rob, and I think
Oh,
the
yeah, I
Bears
just
is
saw
the
that.
easy answer. Like the Bears is the
Yeah.
answer. Like to me, like I am wish casting it because I have like no Swift. I've been out
Yeah,
on Roshan,
same.
and I haven't ever bought into the Kyle Manun guy stuff. Like the Kyle Manun guy bit to me is everyone disliking Swift and Roshan more, and like the disliking Roshan stuff makes sense because they've just not talked about him.
Yeah.
But
Monungai, he's getting some good coach speak though, I will say.
yeah, yeah, he does, but
They say he runs hard and he's, picking up everything quick and all that. Just like every rookie, but
right, yeah,
yeah.
but like Ben Johnson's yelled at some people, so so
Yeah.
that's good, you know.
Um,
And
yeah,
yeah,
no, I think the
Cowboys
Bears would be
also
nice or Cowboy. Yeah, Cowboys is the one I was thinking.
like
Uh,
you think at the surface that the Texans would be, but I think he needs a decent offensive line or an insane passing game. And the Cowboys' offensive line, I think, is quite a bit better than the Texans. So I do think that like I don't love Josh Palmer, but this is kind of the team for it, right?
I think so.
Or do
We
we
could go
take
Hollywood. There's a lot of injuries.
Bryce and make sure we get
Oh,
her
yeah, we can get Bryce.
and make sure we get a quarterback because we
Yeah.
only got one, like because it's pretty thin here. And
Yeah, I
yes,
mean, I'm okay with going to like Cam Ward and Tua, but I like Bryce a lot. So, if you're
we
pretty
both
in on him too, and he's easy to
yeah,
stack.
and it gives us three backstack options. Uh,
Yeah.
so and not only is it three backstack options, but that sets us up for the bring back, like the passing game bring back to the Kenneth Walker domination.
Oh, right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that whole game stacked out now with I mean,
Right.
well, we need pieces from this,
Yeah.
but we have Seattle with K
I,
Walk, yeah.
I mean, we could just turn around and take Cam Ward too. I don't know if you want just 2 quarterbacks here with Kyler or if you want 3.
I'm pretty open to going 3 like anytime. Um if
Like,
I mean, if you lean towards Ward, I like Ward, I like Penix even, Tua. I actually like all these guys.
Ward, we have Pollard.
Oh, right, so we have kind of a stack already.
So we have a mini stack there.
And we can add a
Ward,
piece if
okay,
we want. Oh, he
Ward
goes.
goes. Do we want to pop Douglas? Do we want Dobbs? I think
I like either of those. Which
we
one?
take one. Either one's fine. And what about bye weeks?
Um,
Uh,
well,
hit
we already
Dobbs.
have
Hit
Diggs, so let's
Dobbs.
go Dobbs.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you clicking Hollywood at all right now? He's back at
I
practice.
yes, I moved him. I actually moved him above those guys in my ranks, but this
Just
is
for the
more.
build structure, you think
Yeah,
Dobbs is?
this is
Yeah.
more about the build. Like I usually don't have 4 running backs by Pollard. I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah, normally don't have 4 running backs by Pollard. So like that changes the players I want in this range.
Yeah, that's fair. This is a little bit, I think, out of both of our comfort zones for the
Not
build type.
only
But
4 RBs, but we also detoured for Trey McBride.
yeah, yeah, I think that's the
Like,
other big thing when you start double RB to go with the elite tight end also.
and then we
But
come
we
back
pulled
around
out
to
of
the
it.
next
I
round, and we're
like
like,
it
we
so
could take
far.
Terry McLaurin here and get 2. It's like, oh, why not just Kenneth Walker? Like, we've already jumped in. Like, let's just go all the way.
Yeah.
Like it. I think you want to build. Like, I'm not saying to do this all the time, but I do think a build like that. You need a build or 2 like this in your portfolio.
Oh
And
yeah, definitely. I mean, I
I
have
don't think
builds
that
like where I'll start 3 straight running backs even.
I don't think this team looks bad. Honestly,
No, I don't either. And
like because I mean,
so
if we're planning to flex RB every week, right? Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
and like our wide receivers, we got what? Like we
Yeah.
took, so we basically have 5 wide receivers for the first 6 weeks, right?
Uh
Because we got,
oh, because Godwin, right.
yeah,
Yeah.
you don't count
Yeah.
Godwin for the first like 6 weeks. So like
No.
we're just trying to survive, and if McBride's what we need him to be for that draft pick, uh, and I do think that
Cool.
we pull up a certain like I'll just say it, like I think Jatavian Sanders is our pick at like 190 ish
Oh yeah, I think
if he's
so
still there.
too.
Like, and I think I'm personally fine with Trey McBride, JT by themselves.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think with Trey McBride, like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's probably the line, but anyone down here, like you have an elite tight end, you're just hoping like
Are,
maybe he gets a touchdown a couple weeks and hits your, maybe even your flex or something if he gets a long touchdown.
hit quarterback real quick.
So we got Geno, Stafford, I
Darnold.
guess
Darnold's the one
Darnold.
that I think we could be into. Just like I don't like
Oh,
he's the
because
only
we have
one we
like
haven't.
Walker
Yeah.
and Bryce.
Well, yeah, because we have Walker basically. And it opens up like we could take Torrey
Sure.
Horton. And
But do you want to do Darnold here or do you want to do like Thielen?
I think we take Thielen,
All right.
who may end up getting traded, but like who cares?
Yeah.
Like
Right now it's a stack. Today it's a stack. That's all that matters.
And I'm fine with Darnold here. I'm fine with like, and we're done with like the old receivers now, right? Like now we can start taking the fun receivers.
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, we're already at 7 now.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
and we want 2 more, so we'll take like upside swings there.
I mean, the riser of the day, right?
I mean, we could do that. You're not gonna. The question about that is, are you comfortable with just Bryce and Kyler or not?
Oh, I mean, that's okay, but we
Okay.
can get a quarterback.
Yeah.
Do you want a quarterback?
Darnold went. Let's go, Pat Bryant. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, because Darnold went a couple before us. I would have. Yeah.
Right. And then we could just take a naked quarterback at the end if we have to, if we really want to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one I guess some people are watching, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. The one that isn't rising too much is Dimes. I mean, kind of weird. I guess people are probably pulling them up, right?
Yeah.
But
By the way, I've been like zero Michael Wilson for a while, and Zay Jones is like leading the charge for that backfield, I believe, or for the number 2 job, I believe.
I really,
Not
I really can't believe I have 4% Michael Wilson. It's kind of upsetting, actually.
kind
That's way
of
more than I would have thought I would have had.
I'm kind of mad at myself. Like I've taken him a few times, and it's like, what am I doing? Like I've literally like been looking for something, and it popped, and like I was almost out of time, and I just scroll down and click the thing that's highlighted from the overlay, and it's like, oh, it's Michael Wilson. What am I doing? Like,
Yeah, like every once in a while, there were some times where like
well,
I hated all the receivers and they're all like pulled away. He fell like 15, 20 picks. I'm like, it kind of sucks, but who else is there? But
right.
it's like you're saying, like Zay Jones, he could even
I,
because Michael Wilson
well,
gets his job taken by anyone.
I just looked at the depth chart.
Hmm.
And this is by our lads. I generally follow them. They're generally pretty good. Uh, Zay Jones is behind Greg Dortch on theirs at the slot wide receiver. But somebody who's actually impressed me in the preseason a little bit is Xavier or Weaver. I think his name.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, Xavier Weaver.
Oh,
He's looked solid, and he's the one behind Michael Wilson. And I like I'm not saying we need to draft him. I'm not saying he's a great pick, but
Hammer Xavier Weaver.
I do think he's flashed a little bit, and Michael Wilson never flashes. So there's
Yeah.
just a chance that they rotate the job a little bit throughout the season. Um,
Dylan,
in
I
my
just feel like
opinion,
Michael Wilson's one of those guys too, or like it's just anybody who is like more talented than your average, would have a chance to take away some work from him because he's
yeah,
just not a special player. Like he's an okay player. Michael Wilson's not like the worst, but he's just not
right,
special in any way.
yeah, and I mean I think if there's another wide receiver you need in at that team, it's going to be Zay Jones or Weaver because Greg Dortch and Michael Wilson proved it's not them last year. Like they absolutely just proved that they're not the answer.
Yeah.
Um, I'm fine pulling Coker up. Is Jatavian Sanders available?
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, so
Yeah,
probably him
yeah.
first, and then because
I
we have a lot of receivers.
yeah, and I think if we're gonna go with just these two quarterbacks, I think taking
Mhm.
Coker also makes the most sense because we're basically betting that Bryce Young is the Baker Mayfield from last year. And if he is the Baker Mayfield from last year, we having three options is probably a pretty good place to be. Right? Because if we want to stop at Kyler and Bryce, I think we have to make the bet that that offense is insanely good, like way underpriced, right?
Right, right, because
So
we're
I think
way
taking
so
the third
thin.
option, if we're going to stop at two, makes sense. If we want to add Aaron Rodgers, I think it's perfectly fine to just go Aaron Rodgers and then like Roman Wilson in the last round or something. Um,
Oh yeah, because we grab a stacking piece for him too.
and if we don't get it, we don't get it. So it's
Yeah.
up to you what you want to do. Do we want the third quarterback? Do we
Uh,
want
do
to just take
you
Coker?
do you have a strong lean?
Not really. I think I love Coker though as a player.
I do
So
love Coker too.
yeah,
Um, we'll go Coker if they want to give us Rogers like all the way back,
yeah, naked
we'll
Rodgers
take
all the way
him.
back. Right.
But yeah, if not, then I
Hit
guess we will
quarterback
do
real
the 2
quick.
4 10 too. Dimed went, so we could go like Russ, Flacco, AR.
I mean, Shuck.
Oh yeah, Shuck. Yeah,
Uh, I mean, or we could just take another running back.
yeah. I guess we could. We don't have to stop at 4. Damn, Najee Harris. I mean, is Najee Harris like dead? Oh, he goes.
I was gonna say
He can't. He can't be that dead.
I I timed out on Najee Harris the other day, and I was mad for a second. And I looked, and it was picked 180. And I'm like, oh, never mind. I'm not mad. I'm not. Never mind. I'm not mad anymore. It was on Drafters. I was trolling somebody in a chat, and I looked over to my other screen. I'm like, oh no, I took Najee.
Yeah, I mean, pick 200 is just crazy.
Oh man, at like 2 hours before the Judkins charges got dropped, or the night before, I
Mhm.
was doing Husky twos with Victor. I'm actually gonna put him out as videos, but it's his first 3 best ball drafts ever.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy who's in my chat all the time, but doesn't really ever talk. He was like
Mhm.
the first person. He's a buddy of mine. He's the first person to ever be in my chats, and he's the one that helped me. Like he just gave me a platform to be able to go in and like learn to talk and stuff. I did like 10 streams to just him, right?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So like we did 3 drafts that night. Before that happened, we passed on Judkins at 200
Wow.
because we
That's
had Joe Mixon at 120. I was like, I don't really want to put both of them on this team
too much risk, like piled on.
on a $40 team.
Yeah.
And
Huh.
like I kind of just wish we had like I wish we didn't take Mixon, basically. I'm fine with Rodgers. I'm fine.
I mean, I don't really
I'm
love
fine
any of
taking
these RPs.
Rodriguez.
Oh yeah. Rodriguez or Rogers, your call.
I really don't care.
We'll go Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not a Chris Rodriguez truther quite yet.
me either.
I mean, yeah, you neither. I'm not accusing you.
Yeah, I mean he's just on the list. He's going to be very low owned in BBM.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he's still not going to get drafted that often. We're a week away. How big like how full is like JCM was getting drafted some before. Like Chris Rodriguez is what?
76.8% full
So
already.
he's like at max going to be like 20%, like 22, 23% owned
Well,
because
yeah,
he's
and I
not.
mean, we just finished one. He didn't get drafted.
And in some of the other contests I done today, he wasn't drafted. Like it wasn't BBM, but like so that's why Chris Rodriguez is a good pick right now.
Yeah.
I think for our team, Rodgers may have been the better pick, the naked Rodgers, just to try to get those 2 other quarterbacks to the finals, right? Like,
Uh, yeah. I think that's the thing. Like, because it's not like we got an elite. We got Kyler, who we probably feel pretty good about. We took him at 100, but getting
yeah,
Rodgers, I think that gives us so much more floor, like just
I
safety week to week. Because Kyler can put up some real duds too, and Young's
I
no guarantee.
I agree, and I think if we would have went Aaron Rodgers the round before and Roman Wilson there, it would honestly feel about the same. Like the Bryce
Yeah,
triple stack feels very good.
yeah,
Like and
yeah. I
and
really
and
like that.
yeah, and Coker. Like if Thielen gets traded, like the Coker JT is still a double stack, right? So
Oh,
like
right,
so like
yeah, yeah. I
so
mean, we
like
still
it
have a
like
double
that's
stack.
why I kind of like I didn't say it at the time, but that's actually why I kind of liked the Coker pick there because it if Thielen's not traded, it allows us to like fully like the triple stack with JT, Coker, Thielen gives you an out to possibly stopping at 2 quarterbacks there. I don't like stopping at 2 quarterbacks with Kyler and Bryce, but I think if you're going to, it makes sense to be triple stacked. Uh,
Well, and I think when you're talking about our seventh and ninth receivers, like Thielen's a guy who could kind of fall off as the season goes, and if he does, that could kind of coincide with Coker rising. So
yeah,
having them that late, where they can kind of maybe
yeah.
combine different parts of the season at their strongest points, that might
I
work out pretty well.
I think this team, like I think the Godwin pick could be what sets this. Like if
Yeah,
there's a pick that wins us everything, it's the Godwin pick. I think it could also be the worst pick we made. Like, like it could like, but
I just think at 124, like he would have to miss probably more than at least more than 4, but probably more than 6
oh,
to
I
really make
think
you regret it.
I think if he comes back week 8 or 9, like if he came back after the bye week in week 10 and this team is alive, like that's like best case scenario. Because like if this team is alive
Yeah.
and we get him all the way there, like we're gonna have a low owned piece. Like and we have so much volume at wide receiver. Like we don't have top end wide receivers by any means, but we have
Right.
volume.
Yeah, and
And
I feel good about a lot of our
yeah,
volume. Like they all have good roles in their offense. I guess, Jaden Higgins is maybe like kind of questionable early, but like all these guys, we know they're going to be on the field running routes for the most part. Brian and Coker maybe a little more questionable, but Thielen, Dobbs, Keenan, they're
Keenan
all going to be
and
getting
Diggs
targets week
and
one.
Diggs
Yeah.
and
Oh, our
Terry's
top guys for
also
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, Diggs and Terry.
and
Yeah.
Diggs and Terry. So like we have 4 guys who should have definite roles the entire season. And then we have 3 guys who are rookies, or 2 guys who are rookies, and 1 guy who is a second year player who both should be ascending. Coker, I think, is going to be out there week 1 and
I
outperforming
think
on the
so
get.
too.
And then we have our ace in the hole, which is Godwin. Like I like it. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll run through the whole team real quick, just in case. So we had a 3-4-9-2. So it's Kyler, Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers, Jameer Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, Ken Walker, Tony Pollard, Terry McLaurin, Stephon Diggs, Jaden Higgins, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, Romeo Dobbs, Adam Thielen, Pat Bryant, Jalen Coker, and then at tight end, Trey McBride, JT Sanders.
Yeah. So
And yeah, and the running back room's crazy,
yeah,
obviously.
we should win 2 positions. We should win tight end. We should win running back. Quarterback, we
Right.
should survive. The only question is, do we have enough at receiver to get us to Godwin?
Right. And
Like
I
I
really
think we
think
do.
that Terry fall was a big piece too.
Yeah.
Him at 52.
The only thing that sucks is that none of those wide receivers that had been tending to fall, like Jawan Jennings or
Oh
Jordan
yeah.
Addison, if we had that instead of Tony Pollard, like this whole team, like then we would have probably replaced Higgins. We probably would have just taken Kyler there. It would have changed the whole draft. We wouldn't have taken JCM because he was already gone.
Right. But we wouldn't have been yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I just wanted to point that out. We
Yeah,
wouldn't have had to
pick
make that up.
99.
99.
Double
Got to make
digits.
sure. Yeah, that's right. I got
Yeah, you
99
can't let them
problems.
fall to the triple digits.
Yeah.
That's just
No.
disrespect.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, where did B Rob go?
Same round, right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, a
103.
couple picks later. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the part that I don't get. Like, he's not even
He's still on
the
the team.
guaranteed starter yet.
Well, and
like
so
the guaranteed starter goes 40 picks later.
well,
Or
and I guess
the
the thing too is like,
guaranteed role.
who's trading for Brian Robinson and his value is going to go down significantly?
There are a
Like,
couple
how is he not a
teams.
value?
There's a couple
Where
teams.
do you think? Oh, like Niners or something?
The Niners could be one.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Dolphins.
Oh, if it's just for like early and then he falls off when A-Chain's back.
No, because their offensive line is that bad.
Yeah.
And they've used the whole like Raheem Mostert plus A-Chain role, right? Like, and it would be a good fit that way. I just don't know. Like, I think it would be a very
in the 100s,
bad thing.
that's okay, right? I mean, if the Dolphins are cooked, I guess if you think they're going to be cooking again.
Yeah, if you think they're going to be cooking, it'd be fine.
Yeah,
but like the Texans, their offensive line is not great. I think it needs to be the Bears, the Bears or the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I
think the Texans could be good if Joe Mixon's injury is like real long term, because I think B-Rob could consolidate enough work, and they're good enough as a whole offense, even if the O-line's pretty rough. But that one's risky because if Mixon's back in like 6 to 8, then is B-Rob, what's B-Rob worth after that?
Right. The only way it'd be good is if Mixon hangs it up.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Which apparently could be in play from some of the read the tea leaves.
Yeah, I'm very upset with this. He was in a walking boot in March
Yeah.
or whatever, and it's like he should be like he had a surgery. I'm assuming he had some kind of a surgery, uh, and you're like, oh, it's a walking boot, so he's still walking around.
Mm.
I was not worried at all, and apparently I needed to be really worried, like
Yeah.
because that was like 8 months away from games or
Well,
whatever,
and
or
like
7.
I'll say like I wasn't super in. I've like some mixing, but like even during that time frame, his price rose. It didn't even
Yeah,
fall because he rose to like the 4 or 5 turn almost,
yeah,
and then he started falling. But that was after the walking
yep,
boot.
yep.
Yeah, so I mean, no one really thought. I think after that, pretty much everyone thought, oh, he shed it. He should be good to go. Minor injury, and yeah, who I don't even know like what he's dealing with. I don't know. Are there really even any details or anything? 'Cause it's
No,
NFI,
no,
right? So
there's
they don't have
yeah,
to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Freezy has a question there. I'm curious what you think.
Oh, okay. Let me catch up. Where I was. Cowboys be a plus for B Rob. Yep, agree. We were talking about that a little bit. Cowboys have a feeling aiming for Breach just on chance last season. They've tried for Javante. Just missed on the acquisition. That'd be pretty sick if Breach went to the Cowboys. I could see it if they want to kind of go all in. Maybe. Uh, Breach last year. Maybe Jets want to move on to like Braylon. You had to choose one to max. You prefer pick six or the first quarter? I'm really liking the first quarter is probably the one I would lean. Pick six is a lot quicker though, so that's kind of nice. But
Uh,
first quarter, I'm feeling like I could maybe get a decent edge. How about you?
I would do first quarter, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
First quarter, I feel like you can get a real nice edge probably.
well, it's different. Like it's best. It's exactly best ball, but we haven't been talking about it for 4 months with this, like 3 months with the
Right.
schedule. So it's a new schedule, and the hero like the RBs, like there's less of a chance they get hurt. So
Yeah, and
like the
the
hero
other
RB
ones
stuff makes a lot more sense.
and pick six is just like pick a couple top guys and then
I,
scroll down for your favorite stack that's gonna blow up.
I
Hopefully you
don't
pick the right one.
I don't like the stuff like the 6-man pod stuff that like gives you the super teams. It's like anytime somebody invites me to an 8 or 10 man league, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
I,
I'd say
I
for
don't.
redraft, like 10 man, I don't mind, but it does feel kind of
Yeah,
soft.
yeah,
Yeah. Like 8 man is like undoable.
yeah.
But I like the Badge Bros a little bit. I think there's some interesting like strategy with the low
There
owned
is.
players and stuff, but I get why you wouldn't really like it because it's like the first like 14 rounds almost don't even matter. You change a little bit structurally and stuff, but it's like
Right.
they're just all such good players.
Yeah.
Um okay, so it's the first quarter I'd max. Give me that money week 5 if I get any. Good point too. You get paid out right away.
Yeah.
Are you guys in on Arroyo? I've been on a healthy amount of exposure. I was kind of getting in, but the reports don't seem too great, so I'm not
I mean,
super in right now.
so Arroyo ran with the ones in the game, but so did
Mhm.
the other two tight ends. So
Exactly. Yeah.
they're running all the tight ends, but they are running Arroyo in the actual receiving role. So like
Okay.
basically when he would go, like when he was out there, they wouldn't have him in blocking stuff, which is a negative.
Right, because he's not going to be in
Uh,
on like goal line and stuff like
but
that
it does
early.
mean that he is going to be the guy getting the ball in the end zone if they know they're going to pass the ball, kind of thing.
Right.
So
Right.
it's negative, but it's still overall positive, I guess. But like the answer is Mason Taylor. like
Oh
like
yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah, Mason Taylor because like he fell for that ankle injury and he has not rose back up nearly
Nope.
enough. He's rose back up a little, but he was getting up to like 170 and then he fell for that and he's back now.
I put him back at 170 and I just take him like every second or third draft. I just assume he's on my roster every time.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah,
fine with it. If I lose, I lose.
he's one of my go-tos late also.
Yeah.
Um So yeah, Mason Taylor. That's the answer. Yeah, I can't trust any Cards wide receiver outside Harrison. I don't even know if I can trust him.
Yeah.
But I have like 8% of row, but I'm slowing down. I think it will be a split roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Daniel Jones will pay off ADP by a lot. If he gets enough starts, I mean, for sure, he goes almost undrafted. So just getting enough starts and being kind of mobile, that's enough to pay off ADP that far back.
Right.
Been pumping the brakes, but I've gone too far. Yeah, it happens to all of us. At least it was a late 18th rounder.
Yeah, at least it
I
was.
have like 14% Marshawn Lloyd.
I had 20% Rasheed Rice in the third. So
Oh, I'm right there with Rice too. I got like 18.
yeah, I'm down to 17 now. If that tells you anything, I'm down to 17.
Mine went up for a little bit because it was like he was in the fifth, and it's like, oh, you might not get much of a suspension. Then
If
the real
all
news
this,
comes
if
out.
all of this happens and they push the suspension to next year, I don't even know. I don't know if I'm gonna be happy, sad. I just want it to be over and to know. Like that's all I want. I just want an
They
answer. I don't care if I'm burned. I just want the answer.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, and I mean, especially for you, I mean, a Chiefs fan. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
even more
like just
painful. What's going on with my team?
yeah, this like 8 games, like he's undraftable. Five games, he's probably okay in the sixth. 6 games, it's a pretty bad bet because a lot of teams are on bye by then. If he doesn't start a suspension until week 5, like yeah, it's all like then all the bye weeks, like and then he's 6
Right. It
games.
makes
Then most of the bye weeks throughout the season, he's out for.
Yeah, no, that's just I think that's the thing that makes it so much worse is the bye weeks. Like if you get 6 right then from 5 to 10, it's just gonna kill your team. Like unless you really built around it. Um sup pup, sup Pepper Tony, thanks for stopping by, brother. Uh
Here's the question. Yeah.
okay, yeah. 12-man
Oh,
PPR redraft. Trade Kamara and Pickens for AJ Brown and Pacheco. Roster is Hurts, Genti, Kamara, Nico Pickens, Warren, Aaron Jones, and Olave. What was that?
I said you're big on Pickens, so I'm curious what you say.
Oh, PPR redraft. Kamara and Pickens for AJ Brown and Pacheco. Where's Genti, Kamara, Nico Pickens, Tyler Warren, Aaron Jones, and Olave. I probably wouldn't because your running backs aren't super strong. Your receivers are stronger.
Are they?
And I think Pacheco is a decent downgrade from Kamara. I don't know. AJ Brown for Pickens that's a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah, I think it's a very fair trade. Like to be honest, like it's all. Do you want to be stronger? Like I think Kamara Pickens is the safer side, and I think AJ Brown Pacheco is the higher upside side.
Yeah, I just really like Kamara in full PPR too.
Yeah, well that's the thing. Like that's why it's so much safer. But the only thing is, do you think Kamara is going to be playing week 14, 15, 16, or do you think they're going to be trying to play younger guys? And I'm going to guess since they just traded the fourth.
He's playing.
I think because they just spent a 4th-round pick on Devon Vele, they think they're going to be playing for something at that point.
Right.
So
I mean, if they think
like
if he's not hurt, I think they'll still play him. But maybe he will get a lighter workload. I could see that for sure.
Yeah. And Pacheco, so Pacheco does play, and this for like your home league, it doesn't matter. But Pacheco plays the Broncos defense week 17, which is probably not the best thing to do. And Kamara plays the Saints, or not the Saints, the Titans. So I mean, and Pickens plays the Commanders, and AJ Brown plays the Bills. So like if you're looking to win the league, you look at what those matchups are, and the matchups for Kamara and Pickens are both better.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, and that matters just as much in your home league as it does in, BBM really. I mean,
right, and it's the safer side because of Kamara's receptions.
Right, and Pacheco we don't carries the most risk out of any player in that trade of losing a role or something like that.
I think that maybe AJ Brown doesn't like. I assume they're going to pass more. Like Jalen's going to have more than 361 attempts this year, but they do have to pass the ball a lot more for AJ Brown to really, really pay off. And there are weeks that he just doesn't perform because they don't pass the ball because they're ahead the entire game. So, like, you're going to get more 0 weeks from AJ Brown, I think, than you will from Pickens as well.
Yeah, I could definitely see
Like
that. Just such a low volume offense.
Yeah.
Compared to Dallas. I mean, Dallas probably such high pass volume.
I do think that Kamara Pickens side is definitely the safer side, but the higher upside, like for single week knockout potential, is the AJ Brown Pacheco side.
Yeah, I agree with that because I think AJ Brown's single week potential.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess you can say Kamara has crazy single week potential.
Yeah,
but
I mean, everybody in there has like the ceiling outcomes.
Yeah, but AJ Brown is
AJ Brown is like, if you just ask me who the best wide receivers are in the league, like regardless of team and situation, like just how good you are at going downfield, being open, and beating people, AJ Brown's probably top 5.
Oh yeah, definitely.
George Pickens might be top 20. You know, like
yeah.
like
No, AJ Brown's elite. He just doesn't get
Yeah.
volume. Yeah, he's right there with those top 3 guys realistically.
Right.
He just doesn't get their volume.
Exactly.
Pepper Tony down to 5 slows from 70 plus max, feeling good. Good for you, Pepper Tony. I'm not in the same boat. I got probably like 70 slows right now. Do you do any slows, Hoohames? You don't do too many slows, right?
I have 1 active.
Oh, okay.
I had like 45 and I've let them dwindle down.
That was a good move. Clocks are about to go down too, so you played it pretty smart.
Yeah.
OTS. Damn, my squad might ship this fucking thing. We'll check it out once.
You gotta get past this squad that we got with wide receiver 1 Terry McLaurin guy.
Yeah.
Well,
and you know, people say this doesn't win in the playoffs, but it's an advance rate monster. So,
that's right. All we did was make sure you don't get out of this pod. That's all we did. We're not playing to win it. We're playing that you don't. It's kind of like taking Naked Burrow, like, but we're doing it like even another level.
Yeah. We can't we can't take a quick look. Let's see what OTS won it with. He had Josh Allen, Dak, the good QB room, elite QB, Saquon Henry, Swift, Gordon, Corum. So he bullied that running back a little bit too. Not quite the same, but Saquon Henry, Swift. I mean,
he went with what worked last year with Saquon Henry. Like, that's a rare combination. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Henry at 19, Saquon at 6.
Yeah, Saquon Henry is actually like, I think I would build that. Like, if I don't take Saquon till 6 or 7, but like, if I had Saquon and Henry fell, I would absolutely take it.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely, every time. Like, that is definitely the move. Like, even if you don't like either player, like, that's the move, just from a uniqueness thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, getting a faller like that when they both fall, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So Saquon, Henry, Swift, Gordon, Corum. So, you know, 2 elite guys, 1 kind of middle tier guy, but starter, and then 2 just kind of contingent upside guys. Ollie obviously getting a lot of steam. Wide receiver Pickens, Amika, Debo, Keon Coleman, Kyle Williams, Trey Harris, Troy Franklin, Adonai Mitchell. So, you know, and then let's see, tight end, David Njoku, Dalton Kincaid, Strange. Similar strategy to how kind of we did. He went elite QB instead of elite tight end. Kind of did the receivers more with volume.
And he took a wide receiver, like, he didn't stack the third running back early. Like, he took Pickens there instead.
Oh, right. Instead of like a Ken Walker. Like for comparison, yeah.
Which is probably the smarter way to do it, but we didn't. We went.
Well, he got DeAndre Swift, so I don't know if I would say it was smart.
yeah. Not what you saying, that wasn't a Swift decision? Is that what?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Me either.
I'll be here all night. All right. Let me finish catch up on chat, and then I think we'll hop into another one.
Oh, that's a
So
good
I don't
point
know.
by Dirty about the trade. He would stack Hurts with AJ Brown.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know. Do you really consider that like in a redraft? Is that a positive to you? You think for
Well,
correlation? Like you're just betting on the team more?
I do and I don't. Like, so most of the leagues I'm in do some wild things, and one of those things is we pay, like, you pay for roster transactions, and then those usually go into
Mm.
its own pot, like its own pool, and then you get team of the week. So if you get top pay for the week, like top score, you get a 1/13 of that fund at the end of the year.
Huh. Okay.
Uh, so like
But
in
so
those
yeah, you
leagues,
can't like spam transactions.
absolutely, like, because you want. Oh, you can, like, there's people that literally, like, it's like $5 a pickup. There's people that pay like $200 a year.
Damn. That's
Yeah, like,
crazy.
yeah, like it's wild. Like
that week
I
when you want
won
to pick up a kicker, you're like,
I
fuck,
won
it's
team
gonna cost me $5.
I won team. It's a $60 entry league. People are paying like $100 a year. A lot of them. And like I won the league one year in a $60 a year league. It's 16 teams, and every week is paid out, right? And
Mhm.
like there's 4 divisions. All the divisions get money, and like I cut my way with like $500 on a $60 entry where I made like three. Like I paid like $15 for transactions, and I won team of the week 4 times. But it was like a $500 payday, like,
Huh. Nice.
because of how many transactions people make. Like,
Really? That's crazy that it would like it's crazy it would go that much over the pot with it.
well, it creates its own pot, and like it's.
Right.
So to be honest with you, the league is it. This league has been around. Like, I've not been in it this long. I got into it like 12 or 13 years ago, but the league had been around for 18 years when I got into it.
Oh wow.
Like,
That
it's
sounds like
literally
super
people
long
who
standard.
started fantasy football in the late 80s doing it off of newspapers, like looking through box scores. Like, so it's a bunch of basically retired guys who all owned businesses. So the $200 a year is their entertainment. Like
Right, right.
they
Yeah,
they're
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 like
they're living, like, and they all love it. So it doesn't matter as long as they're not hurting themselves.
right, right. They're just enjoying their time and
Yeah,
they're like, oh, that's
it's
if
no
I can
different.
get a good pickup and it's more fun, it's worth it.
I
Yeah.
can't say anything negative whenever do thousands of drafts. Like, I do over 1,000 drafts every year on best ball now.
Yeah, I mean, spend $200 on transactions. I could never imagine spending that amount of money. Fantasy
Yeah,
football?
yeah, yeah.
That's
How
crazy.
how how could you ever do that? I used to think that way, and now I'm like, yeah, it's just $40. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, and then you do a little bit of funny math for how much you spent total. You're like,
yeah,
oh, I don't know, you had this, you had that. I don't know,
right,
around somewhere around here.
right, exactly.
Uh,
Uh,
uh, uh, well said about the rice thing. The bye week midseason plan is the worst. Oh, yeah, you're bringing that up. Yeah.
yeah.
Feeling high tea tonight. You're welcome. Hoohames. I do. Oh yeah, I do the trade. Yeah. One slower. Are you even living with just one?
I've got a beat. I've got a single heartbeat. It
The side pot is the main pot. Takes a special cast of characters. Pull that off. Um.
yeah. So
Yeah. No. I mean, that is a pretty cool setup though, and that it does make it more fun because, like you said, like with the weekly prizes, like that just gives you something every week to kind of
right,
play
like
for, or look
the
forward for, or
worst teams in
whatever.
the league set their roster every week.
Oh, that's a great point. Yeah.
Like,
Near the end
that's
of the year.
that's that's the thing. Like, I don't think it was always that way, but like you could have like Drew Lock, scored the third most points that week. So like if you have neighbors and you happen to pick up Drew Lock, like, so people actually stack in that league. Like, generally,
Hmm.
like you can get a little bit of extra value if you get the quarterback and then trade them to somebody who has the wide receiver. Uh,
Huh. That's
because
interesting.
stacking matters in that home league because of the way that the weekly pot works.
Right. Right. That does make sense. Yeah, because it gives you that bigger ceiling, that
And
boom.
I honestly think people enjoy winning the weekly pot more than they enjoy like anything else. Like
Oh yeah.
I kind of do. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like it
Well, it's
feels
kind of
pretty
like
good. Yeah.
when like you're the big dog of the week and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like
Yeah.
yeah, like you're kind of like the big dog that week, kind of brag and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always because some defense scored 2 touchdowns. It's never
Oh
because of the offensive team you've actually built. It's because Kansas City blocks an extra point, returns it for 2, and returned a touchdown. Like
yeah,
it's never for like a legit reason, like you built a good roster. It's
the defense dropped a 40 bomb.
or the kicker put up 21.
Oh yeah, they hit
Yeah,
two
because
60 yarders.
it's a league that's been
Granted
around
Auburn,
for 30 years. It's got a kicker to defense. Like it's
right?
definitely got that. So,
Like my main home league is a non PPR league, and that has
oh,
kicker and defense. So
oh
like
yeah,
you get the kicker with like a 20. It's like a quarter of your whole lineup or something.
yeah.
Crazy.
I got invited to a league, and there's people at work. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll join it. And I didn't even look at the settings. I looked at the settings. Everything's normal except for one thing, and they
Mhm.
have quarterback at a point per completion.
A point per completion.
A point per completion. It's like I don't want Lamar in this league. Not that he does like
It,
because his value is like I would rather just have Matt Stafford if he's healthy.
is it
Like
is it like
lit.
Burrow would be like the 101? Is he the
Well, like that's not how they view it. I'll tell you that they still love the elites that are considered the elites. But
yeah?
like
He's
no,
like
like that's a league you just ignore the elites and you just take shots late.
oh right, because what's even the point? You can just get it like Goff or something later.
Yeah,
Or like you said, Stafford. Like, yeah. Just get a statue and they'll throw 600 passes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's an
A
that's an
point per
insane like
completion.
rule.
I'm like, what is this?
So
And the
quarterbacks are scoring like 900 points a season or 1,000 or something. No, maybe not that, like 700 points a season
well,
though.
it comes out to quarterback score an average of like 45 points a week.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
like it honestly, like looking back through it, like the quarterbacks don't separate as much because all of them have 30 completions every week. It's just like the one week that a team puts up 50 and lost, that quarterback's who you wanted.
Right. Well, and it probably just kind of ruins like the elites, the edge that they do have because
Yes,
the rushing's
exactly.
so much less valuable.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like
That,
it makes it an even worse gap than a normal. Yeah, like
oh
by
yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. All right. So I don't know. Did you want to do? So we could do Best Ball Mania again,
It
or we
is
could
up to
do.
you, whatever we do. Like I'm just a guest. We can do flock if you just want to do flock. I don't know if you do them if you don't want to spend the
Um.
25. Uh,
I mean,
but
I'm cool with doing the BBM
if you're
if we
planning
do
on
one.
maxing BBM, we've only got 2 weeks. You got 26 left,
27.
27 left.
I'm still behind. Yeah. Yeah.
Jason
So
wants a flock. Like I've already maxed the flock. Uh I'm cool with like I'm not doing a lot of BBM, so I would love a BBM, but like I'm not gonna ask you to do that.
all
The
right.
flock is perfectly fine with me. If you want to do BBM, BBM is perfectly fine as well. They
Who
do
who
have
aim,
different strategies.
who aim said he would love to do a BBM. Let's do a BBM in 10, 9, 8,
Yeah, big
7,
dog. Big
6,
dog.
5,
I
4,
haven't done a
3,
big dog
2,
yet.
1.
You could be my savior. Got him
Location
again.
error.
You got him
Yeah, no,
again.
I thought about that when I was counting down. Okay, I'm
I
in now.
I
It's
knew it
plus
the entire
9.
I knew it the
Yeah.
entire time. I'm like, oh, he's gonna troll himself again. He's gonna
Yeah. At least that time I had it open on my phone, so we kind of
yeah.
made it.
I've done that before. I'm like,
Dude.
oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it already
like
came up. You already know.
big dog.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
don't like I like that last team, but I also don't want to
oh,
repeat it. I'll say.
Yeah, no, we got it. We got it in.
Wait, you
Oh,
have
so I'm
the
in the draft, by the way.
autopilot on to your drafts?
Oh, it's just when I'm in the slows, like see they're basically done because if I don't put them on auto, they'll like clog up the top of my queue.
Oh, okay.
Like
That
see
makes sense.
my pick's
That makes
already
sense.
done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never thought about doing that. I don't do that many.
Yeah, I mean you see like well I did the Pomeranian 3, I maxed that. Husky 2, I got a couple. I did a couple BBMs.
But you have an MMG
Um
still out?
oh, I have a bunch of MMGs in here. I did like 20 of them right before it closed in slows.
How many of them are with the same group of people?
Oh,
Have you
probably a
went
lot.
have you looked and been like, "Oh, this guy's in 7 of mine?"
No, this one's in a lot. Beretta James. That's
Yeah.
in like most of my rooms. Um, none of these
Yeah.
other, this guy's in a few, but yeah, but yeah, Palm 3 MMGs. I think I have a Dalmatian or no, I have a Great Dane in here. I'm actually on the clock on that one. Now I gotta find this best ball
Oh,
mania though.
look at who's top. Rasheed Rice.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I wouldn't even click him. Like,
Let me find this BBM. Let me see what pick I'm at. Yeah, I
well,
wouldn't, especially
Steve
not in
got
that.
picked too. Wait, Sean Mitchell's is in here?
Oh, there we go.
That annoys the hell out of me.
Let's see. So we got Steve at 2. We're at 5. Oh, sorry. Gibbs again or
I'm fine with Gibbs again or Jefferson. Like,
your call?
yeah, Gibbs. Gibbs is fine.
All right. Yeah, no, I kind of flip flop between them just on like exposure basis, but I prefer Gibbs in general. Oh, I was just gonna say too. So we got Steven here. We're at 5, and then Nick Bach at 12.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yep.
Oh wait, Sean.
Who is? I.
Sean, he streams with Nick a lot. I don't know his. Oh,
Oh,
he's at
okay.
the 1. He's at the
Okay.
101. I think is
Nice.
Farshi. I think that's his name. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Hey, don't worry, Dirty. I will stay poor if that's what we need.
Gibbs over Bill. Have fun staying poor. We might be able to sneak him in the second round. Let's see. Oh yeah, if Hoohames on the stream, guaranteed top 4.
Yeah, Steve just trolls around and tries to get in my drafts because that's the only way. Like I'm surprised he doesn't have like 48% Jamar Chase.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Well, he has 48% Lamar Jackson in Superflex.
Oh yeah, like
So at least he has that.
I've actually ran decent at 101s this year, honestly, like overall.
Mm.
But in Superflex, I did not. Like actually whenever I stopped streaming them and I did I did like 15 in one day, I had a bunch. Like I got like 7 of those 15 were top 4 picks. And like until then, I was literally at 6% Lamar, 3% Josh Allen, and 6% Jaden Daniels. And I took like that is not right. Like that, but I ended at 9% Lamar, 5% Josh Allen, and like 8% Jaden Daniels. So at the very end, I got my variance to at least get semi close. But if Gibbs or Bijan is what you need for Superflex, I am going to smash. I have 21% Gibbs and 20% Bijan.
Wow. Yeah, I don't
Like
think I have any crazy
like
first round stands in it.
if that tells you where I picked over and over again, like, and the fact that I believe that RB is the pick in Superflex specifically, like 20, it's like 21 and 20, and I still only have like 3% Saquon.
I picked a lot more Saquon in Superflex. I was a lot more open to him.
I have a lot. AJ or Lad.
AJB, Bowers,
I
Lad.
I personally like Lad, but I'm fine with any
All
of them.
right. Yeah, no, I like Lad. I honestly like all three a lot. I've been going Bowers a lot more lately because I do
Me
kind of
too,
want to
honestly.
have more.
I don't want to
Um,
get that far behind a wide receiver this time. I want to
yeah, no,
build
we already tried it once.
we. I have a feeling we take Bowers. It comes back. Or Hampton just went in the
Yeah, two
second.
nine. And
I've been
then
so I've. There's a guy who's been in
AJ
my
Brown at
streams
oh,
who's been taking Tyler Warren at like pick 50.
oh, I saw that on your stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's
been in like
crazy.
3 of my drafts over the last week. So I'm
Hmm.
assuming it's somebody who watches me. And I've called it out every time. I see it late. And I wonder if it's just a
Right.
bit because like it's never like a high dollar thing. Uh like it was in the drafters one this time, I think.
Mm.
But like it's pretty hilarious. Like and that room what no that was the underdog one, but that room was wild. I I think we so
Any
what do we got?
preference?
Do you mind pulling up like Mike
Oh, we
Evans?
have Gibbs, Lad. Who?
We could do Josh Allen. Josh Allen would be fine
Okay.
since we're kind
Sorry.
of. I was gonna say pull up Mike Evans.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Um,
I mean, Josh Allen there feels pretty good,
yeah, no,
but
I
yeah,
prefer the elite quarterback in the round two. I
yeah,
really do. But
yeah. I've been really liking the elite QB builds too. Like, it feels like you don't. I don't know. You can still build around it pretty strong, and we kind of have like anchor RB, so we can
yeah,
still build out decent receivers around it.
AJ Brown 24 to the Jamar Chase drafter. That's pretty
Yeah, that's
nuts.
crazy. AJ
I mean,
Brown.
he's got an injury.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, they said it's like pretty minor, right? I guess so. It doesn't really matter if it's minor or not.
I mean, Steve didn't take the Bijan Robinson AJ Brown stack. That surprises me.
Yeah, wow. I mean,
Well, I
the
agree.
injury's
I
like what they
agree,
said he
Steve.
should be back next week, right?
Yeah, no, I agree with Steve there. I do think Higgins is like I actually have Higgins outscoring AJ Brown this year, uh, in what I believe. But I would still take the uniqueness.
Yeah, I think just
That's
surprising
the
because
only
the
that's the
value.
only reason is because of the uniqueness factor.
Yeah,
Like I personally would have like, and I've got 3% AJ Brown, but if I could get AJ Brown Bijan, I would absolutely do it, especially since uh, Hertz still falls down there sometimes. Like
oh yeah, that's a good point too.
if
You
you could
might get
get
him in the fourth.
Bijan, AJ Brown, Hertz, and Devonta Smith, I think it'd be very possible to do. So like, and there's a good chance that T Higgins just makes it back around. Like like I don't know if
Yeah.
the one hole if it's a Sean
Oh
is
yeah,
a I'm going to
a
double
double
stack
stacker.
every time because I don't double stack every time. I do it here and there.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm kind of the same. I probably do it less than I actually do it.
I will say that if I double stack now, I always take Burrow at 48 or
Mm.
40. I actually take him at 49 to try to help the ADP as much as I can. Like,
I always try to push it and fail because just for
I,
that one
I,
team.
it's like 1 out of 3. Like if like so the way I look at it, if I invested my first 3 picks all towards that game, I'm taking Joe Burrow. Like if I go Higgins and then McBride or Higgins and then him and Jay, like which I rarely do, I'm definitely going to go ahead and take Burrow because I've already
Yeah.
invested in that game. Should anybody else be interested in Burrow? Probably not, but that doesn't mean they won't be. Like
Yeah.
like just
Well,
because
yeah, I mean that's how it always goes, right? Because it
right,
should
yeah,
be someone who has worthy.
I might want the Chief.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of figured. We'll get the
with the
worthy exposure up. I'm actually a little bit underweight, and I'd like to be
I think
probably overweight.
I think
Actually,
I'm at 13%.
that's pretty good.
Um,
I did want to just catch up real quick on a couple of these. I started best ball last year for the first time where I had more than 30 teams, had almost 500, and I was in the with streams almost every draft. The shark and badge infested waters all year. Yeah, no, that's for real. Like, I think the stream drafts, like, it's cool to jump in and do some like with the streams and stuff, but they are like pretty sharp rooms, especially like like maybe watching me or something. It's like I think there's a couple sharp people who join, but like a bigger streamer like Overzet or something, it's like the entire room is gonna be red badge, like stream viewers. And like, yeah, it's just all well constructed and it can be so hard to advance out of those. Like you see
Yeah.
this, like there's a
Well,
lot of no badges and stuff still, all that.
I did that last year, and that's why, like, although I
I did
started
a lot
streaming
too.
this year, when I actually started intentionally not trying to draft during this, like in the stream drafts. Like I get in some,
Mm.
but not all the time. Like,
I
okay,
definitely do it
so
less now. DJ Moore, DK, we can go Chuba, Kamara, Waddle,
uh, I like Connor. Do you like Connor this
Connor.
early?
Yeah, I'm fine pulling him
Actually,
up here.
RJ Harvey would be good too. It's up to you.
We can pull up Connor. I don't know if I would
Okay.
have been able to get him in time, but I like
Yeah.
Connor. I'm actually a little bit lower on him in my BBM exposures. I'm at like just under like 7%.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's the guy I want closer to field or
And
like
I
a little
do
above.
I think a mini thing here is, so number one, Connor generally is probably going to go at the next pick. So we're going to get unique because we're going to get like a probably like a Rome, or like not Ricky Pearsall because he already went, or
Mhm.
like a like we probably, like, we could get Jerry Judy there or something. So like two players that usually go in that round. But all I know is that watching the Bengals preseason games, like, I just want James Conner in week 17.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Um,
it really is true.
like
Every
it,
Cardinals piece. Yeah.
yeah, we need a, yeah, like I want. There's only three Cardinals pieces worth drafting,
Mhm.
and I think there's only two worth drafting at ADP. Uh,
Oh, because Marvin Harrison's not worth it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I'm a
So
little bit lower on MHJ also. I like McBride a lot, and then Connor's pretty good where he goes. Yeah,
yeah, it,
I think Connor, like, especially with Trevion moving up out of this range, like I feel totally fine pulling him up. I probably usually go Kamara, but
yeah.
I
Well, I
think
think
Connor Kamara is really debatable. And then especially with Walker and Henderson gone, those were
so.
two guys I was clicking a lot over him.
And the small thing I was talking about is, like, we took Gibbs in round one. So most people who take Gibbs in round one, they're going to look at all the RBs there, and they're going
Mhm.
to see, like, number one, you got to pull
Not
Connor
take the
up,
week 8.
not take the week 8 bye. So they're going to pull up Kamara, like they're going to take Kamara or Chuba, or pull up Harvey instead. So
Right.
I think that this combination will be, like, it's not going to be unique by any means, but it'll be less owned, if that makes
When
sense.
Connor's a little more tethered to the right side of the board, I
Yeah,
feel like. Like he
I think
definitely goes over here sometimes, but
right.
generally more to the right.
Um, I mean, Olave is like
Olave?
the perfect pick because
Yeah.
he's kind of tethered to the other side as well.
Oh
So
yeah,
like
that's true too.
so like for a while he started going at the turn there, but like we've basically got two picks that have been in the sixth round the entire time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I
Um,
mean,
and
even
we're
Connor, like he's right at the turn even.
it's on a Gibbs team, so there's going to be a lot of Chris Olave, James Conner teams, but those are going to be like the Brian Thomas
Like
Amon-Ra teams
more
or the Malik
right.
Neighbors Genty teams. It's not going to be Jameer Gibbs, Ladd McConkey teams. So
Right, exactly.
like in my opinion, so like I think we're getting unique a little bit by pulling Connor up some, like, and I just think that him versus the Bengals, like, is such like, I guess Trey Benson is a good pick too. And I'm very low on Trey Benson, but like it is a contention upside bet. And that's actually another place that I could see, like, if they aren't really in love with Trey Benson, that's a spot I
Mhm.
could see Brian Robinson going that's really bad for him as well.
Oh, yeah, that's one I didn't
Like
even think of. If
like
they're
nobody's
unhappy with Benson and they feel like they don't have anything behind Connor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and
Yeah, I miss that Vele is taking Olave's job, Dirty P. I miss
oh
that.
yeah.
Jordan Addison,
Uh
absolutely. I think we're on
oh
board,
yeah.
right? Like
Yeah, yeah, easy
every
pick for
time he's
sure.
there in the seventh, just every time he's there in the seventh, just take him.
Yeah, and I think that works out because we got our third right before that. That
Yeah,
doesn't even feel too weak, and we're probably gonna grab another pretty
yeah.
soon.
And we have
Like
Josh
we're still
Allen.
good.
We have
Yeah.
Josh Allen, and we got Gibbs,
Gibbs
and I
Connor.
actually prefer Keon Coleman to Khalil Shakir. Like I have,
Oh, same. Yeah. I
so
mean, well,
like that's kind of like just who I want in the next round is if Keon Coleman already went somehow. Go.
oh wow. Oh,
Let's
right
see
before us.
right before us. Like man, he got us. He got
Incredible.
us. Oh
Oh, but
man. Oh no.
Khalil Shakir, if we
Oh
took him,
no.
that would be my first BBM share.
A shot to the heart. A shot
Yeah.
right to the heart.
Yeah.
Like I can't
That's
believe that. Like I'm fine with Nick. Like Josh Allen doesn't bring
76.
he doesn't bring wide receivers with him. Like
Oh no, he spreads it all around and runs in two or three
yeah,
himself.
I'm not worried on that.
I I think that's the earliest I've seen Keon Coleman go in any of my drafts.
Yeah, me too.
70. I don't think I've ever seen him go that early.
Is that Christoffler?
Yeah.
That
I don't know who that is. I'm not used to that name.
I I was just trying to read it.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. It looks like that's the name.
Christoffler.
Uh, let me. Oh, let me catch up a little bit with the
Yeah.
chat. Oh man, quite a bit. Quad box 1-1, 101. Yeah. Oh yeah, Nick Bachlich does the quad box over on his channel. Uh, Steve obviously streams on Fanspeak. They have the Jeopardy tonight. Farshi up 12% chase. Nice, Steve. Congratulations yet
I
again.
I have 9.9. So on drafters in the $2 mini, which I done 83 of, I have
Hmm.
16% Jamar Chase.
Wow.
Like
Wow, that's crazy.
right? Like a lot of it was because everybody was just taking Saquon 101. And I just took Chase
Oh
every
right.
time. And it's like
And
this
you
is
get
full
double
like
basically.
this is full PPR.
Yeah.
You guys are nuts. Like go
Well, it's like
ahead.
you're taking Saquon like Saquon's not even the 101 running back in full PPR. Am I like
Not even
probably
the
Bijan, right?
10 he's not even the 104 running back in full PPR. Like I'm not that in on CMC, but he's a
Mhm.
better pick in full PPR.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean full PPR just Saquon's role on the Eagles. He's not pass
All right.
catching like that.
Hit tight end real quick.
All right. Uh Andrews, Ingram, Loveland, Kraft, and Joku.
Uh
Kincaid's far down,
yeah.
obviously.
Okay, hit wide receiver.
Pittman, Cup, Godwin, Mooney,
RB. Yeah,
Tracy,
I
B
think
Rob.
I don't love anything here. I'm fine with Andrews or Pittman or Cup.
All right. We'll grab Andrews.
I really want to
Because I
touch.
think there's a couple wide receivers we're okay with. So hopefully we get one.
I wanted Tyler
Maybe
Warren
not.
there. Where did he go? Because like hit the
Wow. Oh
board,
yeah,
hit the
I was
board.
gone.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Nick Bach took him at 7-12.
yeah. That's who I
Wow.
wanted there. That's why I was saying hit tight end. I wanted like
Oh,
a
so
lot.
when you didn't see him, you were like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
I
I
got you.
actually like Mark Andrews is an awesome pick, and I think he's been undervalued this entire season.
Oh, same here. Yeah, I think especially when you look at how much better he was like second half of last year after he kind of came off that injury, like his yards per route run, all his target
Yeah.
rates and stuff. He was so much better once he was kind of healed from that injury. And
Oh,
with Likely's injury too. I mean, that's a huge bonus that
yeah.
Andrews isn't moving
Let's
up a ton for it.
let's talk for
Oh,
a minute
sorry.
on this. So, do we want to push our RB3 way down the board and just take 6 or 7? I think that's
I'm
kind of like
I'm
doing.
fine with that. We're on the clock.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that because I don't love a lot of these guys. I'm
Yeah,
probably leaning Cup or Kincaid.
no, not Kincaid this early. Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, not Kincaid. Yeah, Cup.
Uh, Cup is fine. Yeah.
All right. Wow,
Uh,
that's crazy. These tight ends went pretty early, huh?
what's
Yeah, they
falling?
went like 20 picks.
All of them.
Just the running backs and the
Like
quarterbacks are falling.
that is crazy.
Yeah, let's see it on the board actually.
Oh yeah, Steve has Lamar. That I'm going to go ahead and say it, Steve. That right there was for the 3 different times in my Superflex that I took Bijan and Puka, and you took unstacked Matt Stafford before
Got him.
ADP. Before
Got
ADP. Like, that is deserved. Like, I don't feel bad at all. But he might have saved me because on all of those teams, I took Jimmy Garoppolo. And I'm probably one of the only
Oh,
people that has Jimmy Garoppolo. So if the back thing does
Stafford
happen
injured.
and I get Stafford through those weeks, like, I might
Just
be
like the
golden.
BBM winners. Just like the
And if
BBM
that
winners that took
happens,
a snipe.
I'm still going to blame you for making me win.
Does he get equity? Does
No,
Steve get like 5%?
he he gets scolded even more. That's what he gets. No,
Um,
like,
oh, will you give me 1 second, Hoohames? I'm gonna turn on
yeah,
a light and just get some
yeah.
water quick.
Hey,
If
that's
you
all
want to
good.
tell people what you got going on and stuff, uh,
Yeah. So
no.
tomorrow I'm going live 4 p.m. Central. If you look underneath, he's got my link in the descriptions below. Please go over there, give me a sub. That would be amazing. I hit 300 today. I think I'm at 301 now. Uh, Pretty cool. Every week on Tuesdays, Steve and I actually do a. We've started doing a podcast together. We go through every preseason game, and we're going to actually take that all the way through and do that every week throughout the season. And we're going to, like, it'll be more informational during the season because we'll go through all the snap shares and all that stuff and uh, basically recap our takeaways, all that stuff. We've been having a good time with it. This week, my internet went out. It was an awesome time. Not sure if Hartman is alive, but I just heard a bunch of sounds and we are about on the clock. He's not back. It might be over, guys. We might have lost Hartman. We might have lost Hartman for good.
All right, just in time.
Saved
I
by
bumped in. I bumped into the
the
mic, so you knew I was back.
nailed it.
Um,
I'm 100% in buying this B Rob Paul.
all right, yeah, no. At this
Like,
point, I mean, 116.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Right.
yeah, yeah. No, that's a pretty easy pick. And then
Yeah,
I think we have another pick that looks good in a
yeah,
few.
this B Rob Paul stuff, like, absolutely, like, sign me up.
Oh, we picked him. We picked him over JCM. We were on the wrong side of history.
Uh-oh.
Um, clip this moment. We took B-Rob 2 spots ahead of JCM. Play it back, DB 4J when you win BBM, because we were on the wrong side of history.
Knox, I have not seen that as a rumor. Is that an actual rumor, or are you just scared? Because, like,
Let's see. What are you doing past Steve? I love you passing AJB first time Brown. All right, you guys did not protect the integrity. We did not. AJ Brown was tempting. Yeah, this is Josh Lamar making it 3-4. You possibly got them both. You'll most likely never get another chance at Bijan AJB. Oh, with Higgins, yeah.
Yeah. I would have definitely taken Bijan AGB just because of the uniqueness. I actually
just
like
for volume. Yeah.
you can get T Higgins Bijan anytime you want it.
I mean, we could go Fields and be done.
McCarthy? Yeah. Fields this late
Are
feels
we?
fine. Fields this late
Yeah.
feels great.
Well, and I was gonna suggest Herbert too, but he went before us,
and so did JJ McCarthy.
Yeah. Yeah. JJ McCarthy went right before, and then Herbert a couple before. So.
And Fields is, like, in a vacuum the better pick. Like, and he sets us up for The player we were talking about in the last draft.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, no, that'll work out perfectly. And then
I think I
then
know what I think I know who I want in the next pick as well. It's definitely
I mean you don't have to say it. I just I was
it's
just kind
definitely
of looking.
definitely Tajay Spears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
definitely want
Tajay.
Tajay Spears. Like I'm in on that Titans offense. We took Tony Pollard last draft, so we might as well split the difference and take Tajay Spears this time, and at least we win once. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right? Like,
Tajay's
yeah,
gonna
definitely. That's what it is.
okay.
Yeah, that's
Tajay's snatching his chain. It's over
that's
for
right.
Tony.
Yep. I mean,
Uh
that's what happened last year. Pollard got hurt
thanks.
weeks that mattered, and Tajay's who you needed.
That's true. Yeah, no, that is true.
Yeah.
Um
So Ceanox says, "Praying B Rob doesn't go to Cincy. I have a bag of Chase Brown." And then he says, "I fear it would make sense for them."
oh yeah.
I just
I
it
hope he goes to
like
Cincy. Sorry.
I don't want it because I have all the Taj Brooks. Like
Oh
Chase
yeah.
Brown to me feels safe, but my 14% Taj Brooks, like that, that would be really bad,
Yeah. Yeah, my I'm at
dude.
21 in BBM.
If it's Khalil Mullings, I have some big board teams that look really good. I have a couple big board teams that has Bashaw Tootin, Pat Bryant, and Khalil Mullings all as my last, and Jarquez Hunter, like all of them, like
Mm,
my last 4 rounds. So, uh, like those were my go-to picks for the first 3 days. Like it was Bashaw Tootin, Pat Bryant, Mullings, uh, Martinez, and
mm,
whoever I just said. Uh, another,
uh,
did I say Tootin? Oh,
uh,
Jarquez. Jarquez.
oh yeah, Jarquez. Yeah, yeah, right.
And
Yeah.
Justin Fields was going to pick 160 at the beginning of big board, by the way. I have
Oh
a one
yeah, no, his
I have a
pick's crazy.
175 share and a
Really,
200 share of Hollywood Brown on the same team.
really. See, all my
That,
fields, I got them at a good price, but not nearly like that. Like 140, 130s.
okay, so
Good too.
hit running back
Ray Davis wouldn't be bad.
and
Lou,
I think Ray's fine. Hit wide receiver. Is Josh Palmer there? We could just nope.
nope.
Ray
Trey
Davis is fine.
Harris, Goddard's probably the best tight
Goddard's kind of
end.
a value there, right?
You want Goddard?
Let's do that.
All
Ray Davis is
right.
fine. I was hoping
I got
Braylon
Ray
Allen
Davis.
would come back around.
Yeah, no, that's kind. I figured you were
Yeah.
either hoping for Braylon or Palmer when
So
I saw them down there.
pull Goddard out. Like we almost double sniped. Actually we didn't double snipe Steve, but
No, that would have been
yeah.
Sean. Well,
Um,
I don't know if you saw. He got the double. He got AJ Brown with Hurts and Devonta with
with
Chase.
Chase, that is an awesome BBM thing. Yeah, but he
Yeah.
doesn't have Tajay Spears, so it's a wasted entry.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's
Yeah,
facts. I mean,
yeah,
we might just get Tajay Spears right here.
yeah. Uh, so let's look through the team real quick.
All right. So we have a 2-4-5-1, Josh Allen Fields, Gibbs, Connor, B Rob, Ray Davis, Lad McConkey, Worthy, Olave, Addison Cup, and then Mark Andrews at tight end.
Hit wide receiver. Like I'm actually fine with Spears here.
Okay.
We could
I'll put him
take.
back in if we
I could
want.
take any of those as well, like Demario or Kyle Williams, either one. I think
Um,
Kyle Williams
let's
probably.
Kyle Williams for the upside on this because I think we
Yes,
have a
right.
good base.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like
Yeah.
Douglas for the last team we built. For this team,
Right.
like
Right.
we have Cup, Olave, Worthy, and McConkey for the first 4 weeks or 3 weeks while Addison's out, and then Addison when he comes back is like an absolute value. So like just the late season upside swing, and it's a week 17 bring back on Justin Fields.
Right.
So
Exactly.
like that's why I wanted one of those two is for that. And I think we just go ahead. What is the next pick? 164.
Yeah. 164, 173.
I'm
So we're
honestly like I
looking.
say we just queue up Mason Taylor and just take him.
Yeah, no, I'm
Like
cool with that.
I don't care about the ADP at that point. Like early
Yeah.
in the offseason, I do, but at this point, I just want to build out good teams because we have enough. Right now, we have enough information that we know like who's decent picks. Like there could be people that are available here, RBs that I would very much be into.
Mhm. Well, and that'll be our short term though. So if there's quite a few RBs, then maybe we just take the tight end and push it. And then maybe if we
Yeah,
really like the RBs and like
I,
Henry and Taylor are available, then maybe we just
yeah. I think we look at the tight ends first and see what's available. And
yeah.
if like three tight ends go between now and that pick, I think we just take Taylor. And I think if they don't, we just take an RB and call it good.
Yeah, I will say the RBs, a couple of them went. There are a few options
I mean,
though.
Garindo's
We're
back
still
in
a couple picks
practice.
away.
Rashad White looks like he's going to be not like if he misses any time, it's not going to be much. Um,
Right, right.
uh,
I guess Tajay
and,
at this point too, even.
and Rico Dowdle is just underpriced.
You think
I
so? You think
yeah.
he's gonna have like a pretty legitimate role like right
Oh
away?
yeah. They ran him in all the third downs.
Right, right. So he's
And
kind of already showing Chuba's such a bad passing downs back.
Chuba had like 40 receptions and turned it into 170 yards or something. Like how do you do
Yeah.
that?
Well, he has like one of the worst yards per route run of any starter, right?
Yeah,
Like he's one of the worst starting running backs for
right.
all his like
So go ahead and
advanced receiving.
hit tight end real quick.
So
Yeah,
we're
we're perfectly fine to like
yeah, I mean
push.
I like Mason
Well,
Taylor straight up over all these guys, like on stack.
I do too, but I do think that Rashad White and Garindo are a massive tier break from the rest of the running backs, in my opinion. If you agree, take one of them. If you don't agree, just take Mason Taylor.
I'm pretty in on Rashad White, so I'll lean with you there. We'll go Rashad White.
Yeah, and
Um,
then we just
'Cause
take Mason Taylor.
if we get
Like,
stuck with a Kate Otten, a Janu,
I mean,
not the end of the world.
if we end up with a naked Justin Fields, I'm not worried. I'm not honestly that worried about
Oh
it.
yeah, I don't even. Yeah, that's not a concern at all. I don't
Yeah,
think. Yeah, I was just thinking because we still will need one more tight end, but with Andrews, we're pretty solid up top. It's
I
not
think
like
since
too
we're
dire.
waiting this long, like taking three makes sense. But
Yeah,
I
I think if we
I
get Taylor back, we can debate, but we probably have room for three because our other rooms don't need like the extra volume as much as tight end probably.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're probably right. You're probably
Steve
three.
gets likely because somebody took Mark Andrews.
Oh yeah, there you go. Got them all stacked up.
See, just like you, just like Steve was taking Matt Stafford to give me exposure to Jimmy Garoppolo, we were taking Mark Andrews to allow you to have more access to Isaiah Likely. You could thank us later.
Right. Right. Isaiah Likely late season hammer. Many are saying. Many are saying. Uh,
See,
I don't know. Are you ever clicking Likely or not really?
it's so I've said this since Big Board. I will only take Likely in three tight end rooms. He
That makes
offers
sense.
way too many low games, but Lamar does like to throw the tight ends, so he does get a lot of ceiling games too. So
Mhm.
like I feel like he has to be in a three tight end room or a four tight end room even. Uh,
Right, because he's just giving you too many zeros.
that's
Like,
like if you look at it, he has like half of his games are like under 6 points,
hmm.
like
would you
well
ever
under
do?
six.
Would you ever do Likely with just like a McBride or Bowers and then just
No,
call it two?
no,
No,
like literally no. like I,
because like if Likely hits, it'll probably be big, right? So I was just thinking maybe with an elite he pairs well, but
I
maybe
mean,
not. Maybe I'm thinking of that wrong.
I don't think so because you're like in my eyes, you're taking a zero the bye week,
That's true. Yeah,
and
the
like
one week you need them. Yeah,
and people hate to admit it, but you can flex a tight end. Like
yeah. I guess I was
so,
just thinking
and
with him with an elite because like the weeks he hits, they're probably decently big, like so maybe they would be more prone to hit flex. But I guess with a 3 tight end, then it just fills your tight end spots. So you're just as good.
C-Nox had
Or
another
what's the
question,
difference?
by the way. And
Oh, who?
yeah, C-Nox.
Um,
It was higher
not
up. But
confident.
like I think that we like I'll go over it afterwards with like the stuff I was showing on the Superflex for drafters, like whenever I looked at it and how often tight ends flex with the top 10 teams, like is kind of eye opening and it makes me think through the tight end stuff a little differently.
Yeah, not willing as much to like punt it. Like maybe it's a little more
Well,
valuable than we give it
like
credit for.
after this pick, I can kind of explain it, or we
Oh,
can answer that question and then explain it. We can do whatever. I just wanted to point that out. Um, like hit wide
uh,
receiver.
so Pierce, QJ, Tesla, Coker, Knoll,
Otten seems fine.
Jasicki,
Gasicki is
JP.
fine.
You want
Yeah,
Gasicki?
yeah. Let's do Gasicki.
Ah,
Otten's fine.
I'm sorry. My speed on
No,
these is terrible.
it's all
I
good.
am not warmed up.
So the stuff with the tight end.
Oh yeah.
So like basically tight ends flex more often than wide receivers did, and like the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. And one of the reasons everybody on Underdog loves wide receivers because they want to try to win the flex. But
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not saying to take Bowers McBride. This is not what I'm trying to say. But when tight ends spike, it's because they get touchdowns. It's usually not a whole bunch of yards, but tight ends are very likely to have like two touchdown sets. So if you have an elite and then you take two very late tight ends, like you have a lot of access. Like if you're starting three wide receivers every week and there's only six wide receivers every like last year that had 15 points per game and half point PPR, like isn't it easier to to hit your flex with that second tight end if you have the elites? Like if to have two tight ends hit a higher number in a single week to hit your flex. Like is it going to happen all the time? No. But it's a cheaper it's a very much cheaper avenue to hit flex in my opinion.
I can see that, and
Uh,
or we can talk about more in a second.
Uh, I'm very in on Coker. I'm very in
All right.
on like, yeah. I think
I mean,
you're in on it.
I like
Yeah,
Coker. Yeah, I've
yeah,
like 16%. If you
yeah,
say Coker,
yeah.
fine by me.
And I don't
Um,
know that the math would say that that's right, but like based on the stuff I've seen there, because like Kate
well,
Otten, and it was full point PPR there, so the stats are a little different too. So like
mhm.
a 22 point week there is more like a 16 point week or
Right, yeah,
what wide
around.
receivers score more and spike higher? They absolutely do, but you also like you have to have four wide receivers score higher than your two tight ends.
Right, because I
And
think people don't really like factor that in enough where like you were saying if you have an elite with those
yeah,
three, the the barrier for that second tight end to hit is not very high because Trey McBride's hitting weekly damn
right.
near. Where
Yeah,
like even if you go like we can look at an early like a different team than ours, a Nick Box team, right? He goes Drake London, Brian Thomas, George Pickens, Debo. But if not every single one of these guys breaks into that over 15 threshold the same exact week, now you got to
right.
go down to downs to try to get that flex. And then if you're missing two of them, you're going down to Slayton, right? It's like you have to have
Well,
all four hit the same week to hit that flex.
it's just that like
Where with the
I
tight end, like it's just Bowers, and then if Tucker Craft has a touchdown, he might hit your flex
I feel
because
like Kate
Bowers is not
Otten,
hitting.
goes super late, right? I think Kate Otten's going to project for as many points or more than Diami Brown most weeks.
Right. Well, I
So
think
like
I'll
if you're
just say
trying
it
to hit your
flips
flex,
around
like
like
I'm not saying
Ferguson.
I do it all the time. I'm just saying I think that it it's something to do. And like in the super flex, uh, those tight ends were beating quarterbacks, and yes, it was being drafted as Superflex. So I don't know how much it really translates. Like I will admit that. So what do we need?
Probably RB, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, you put the guy I like there. We could take a shot at Damian Pierce too.
Sure.
I don't love it, but I've been doing it here and there.
I don't have any yet, so we'll throw a share of Damian Pierce on.
Yeah,
I don't really hate that call. He's a guy like I've been kind of meaning to mix in, just
yeah.
haven't really gotten to him yet in like a BBM. So it's good to throw him on, get a little bit of exposure with kind of the murky scenario around there.
Well, so when I do and I've talked about this a little bit with like Steve. When I
Mhm.
do the three tight ends with an elite, it's always the same kind of thing. It's like I don't take my second one until like 160 plus. And then the third one is a very high upside player like a Harold Fannin
Mhm.
or an Arroyo kind of thing. Like, and the Arroyo bet's not the same. Mason Taylor was going in the very last round. So like I used to mix him in as like it was like Trey McBride and then uh like Chig and then Mason
Oh yeah.
Taylor, right? Something like that. Like I'm not saying you go uh, Tucker Craft and then Chig as your third. Like I'm not saying that. I'm saying like kind of like it's an opportunity to mix in a low owned guy, and I'm not saying that the tight ends are going to flex more often. I'm just saying that they can flex, and that it's a lower floor to flex generally because like the wide
Well,
receiver, they have to be like your fourth wide receiver has to be the one with the points. So generally, your fourth wide receiver isn't putting up 20 points. Like it's much more likely that if you're going to flex a 20-point thing, that is probably going to be if it's going to be a late round pick like that, it's probably going to be a tight. Like I don't know.
well,
Like
and just with like the general like volatility at receiver, like your fourth guy has to score that 20, but it's like, like even a
right,
BTJ is gonna have his down weeks where he puts up
right.
10 points.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Like whenever, like I said, there was only six wide receivers that average 15 plus PPR points last year, I believe.
right.
I'll bring up my sheet real quick. Um,
Oh, and there was just one point I was gonna make too. Like I think I'm not exactly sure where the tipping point is, but I think I know for sure in this range, like Jake Ferguson, like just on the season long, he's projected for more points than these
right.
receivers around him. Like Josh
Yeah.
Palmer is probably projected for less points than Ferguson straight up, and Ferguson has a much lighter barrier to hitting your lineup.
Yeah. So like with what I'm saying as well, um, like there were 40, 40 wide receiver or 39 wide receivers last year that averaged over 10 fantasy points, right?
Okay.
But there
Okay.
were
Yeah.
only six uh, tight ends that average 10 fantasy points. So like I do get it. Like wide receivers do score more points. But
Mhm.
like what I'm
Well,
saying
but
is like you just have a lower
Josh
floor. Like
Palm, well, like Josh Palmer, like you're picking the wide receiver, what, like 60 something versus like tight end, like 14 or something like that. Right. Like, so you're getting near a top, like a tight end one level talent versus like a wide receiver six if you're doing it by like groups of 12 or whatever.
yeah, and Steve's kind of right on. I'm just saying like I don't think I don't think you should always disregard tight end, a third tight end just because you have an elite is all I'm trying to say. I just
Mhm.
think that elite you're expecting to have 13 points every week. If that 13 if one of if your third tight end scores 15 points and you like that means the floor of your flex is 13 points for that week. They don't even have to, but like that's still fine. Like that just because they didn't start doesn't make it not a great pick. Uh but yeah,
Right.
like I'd say in underdog RBs will flex 55 to 60% of the time, wide receivers 25 to 30% of the time, and tight ends 10 to 15% of the time. And that's basically that's kind of what the stuff in the drafters was showing, and that's full PPR. So you would guess that wide receivers were higher, but based on the way those were drafted differently too. Like most people go more heavy wide receiver here, so because they're going heavy wide receiver, you have more capital, so you're expecting them to flex more as well. Like flex more often.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because like you'll see people start 5 straight receivers or something a lot more often on here.
And
but yeah, 10 to 15% at tight end, that is like, that's a significant amount. That's notable.
Like twice a year. Like if you flex a wide receiver 5 times a year and a tight end 2 times a year, but most people are going 7. Like most people aren't going 3 tight ends if they have an elite.
Right. Like maybe if you take out some of the drafting bias, it's actually closer to like a 20-20 split or something.
Yeah, maybe, probably not. But and the guys from your RB wide receiver room, that's where you want to flex. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying I like to throw in a Harold Fannin or something onto a Trey McBride stack if I have a free pick at the end. Because
just go for the ultimate upside.
Right, or somebody like that. I'm not adding Jawan Jennings to that team. Or not Jawan Jennings, Jawan Johnson.
Johnson. Okay.
Or Tyler Higbee. Right, I'm not adding those guys.
You would rather add the Ferguson than the Higbee. Or maybe you're not adding Ferguson, but
well, it's more Arroyo or Fannin, basically.
Right.
And I'm also not condoning that this is the right way to do it. I'm just saying it's something that I've thought about, and to me makes some sense. Just to not fully, it's basically just don't disregard it. Is all.
And I definitely think it can be it can be viable, but I think what you're saying can just be a good thing to remember when that massive tight end value falls to you. And you're like, ooh, do I really even do I want Mason Taylor on this team as a third tight end? I already got Trey McBride. It's well, maybe it's worth it to just grab that upside if you don't even like any of the, he's your favorite player by far, and you're passing him because you're I got 2 with McBride.
And it also, it's more about if that tight end has a dud week, it gives you 2 opportunities to get a reasonable amount of points to push through that pod. You could still week 17 in one of my finals, I had a 22-point flex from tight end.
Wow. That's crazy.
Because I had Zach Ertz and Trey McBride, who were tight end 1 and 3 or something.
Oh yeah, I think you showed that one on stream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I would generally wouldn't get it was a flaw contest, so you could get McBride through easier, but it helps you get taking the third tight end. If your tight end has a dud, you're elite. You still have the elite upside, that 24-point ceiling for McBride every week. But if he has a bad week, having the extra tight end also gives you an extra avenue through. But I'm just, you can flex the tight end. You don't want to be there. And I do agree that if you're flexing tight end, you're probably less likely to get first place in the pod. I do agree with that. Because if you're flexing a wide receiver, it's probably a higher number.
Most likely, unless you really hit the nuts.
I will agree with that.
I could see it if you hit the nuts. If last year, if you were Kittle Bowers or something, you're going to flex tight end at a significantly higher rate. And maybe that's not a bad thing, but that's more the exception than the rule, right? If you're flexing tight end at a high rate, it's probably not great.
Yeah. And as I started, I'm not trying to convince people to do it every time. I still only do it once every 7-8 times, take a third tight end with an elite. I still do it.
First, it was 3 QBs no matter what. Now Hoohames coming on here telling you it's 3 tight ends no matter what.
No matter
The
what.
three, the 3-5-7-3 is the only build you can escape it.
The thing about 3-5-7-3 really feels good.
Yeah, it's like the best. It's like the best base structure.
Yeah, and I think it for me, if I have a tight end after Kittle, if that's my first tight end, even if it's Laporta, I tend to I will if I end up going Laporta plus Goddard, I'll stop sometimes, but not always.
My absolute favorite is if I can get 2 out of basically from Laporta down to Njoku.
Njoku, yeah, it feels so
If I can
good.
get 2 out of that range,
Yeah.
that's my favorite.
The problem with what Peppertoni's saying is they're both week 8 bye. With Bowers McBride, they're both week 8 bye.
Oh yeah, I think you'd have to go you could do McBride Kittle, and then pull Kittle up to the 2-3, or you pull Bowers up a little in the second, pull Kittle up. That's probably the easier way. You pull, or you just do Bowers in the second, then take Kittle in the third. Yeah, that'd probably be better because then you don't have the bye week issue.
Right.
So,
and
go ahead.
Yeah, Bowers plus Kittle would be awesome. I'm not I have a 1 or 2 Bowers Kittle. I actually have all the combinations in the big board. I have a McBride Bowers, I have a Bowers Kittle, and I have a McBride. I have 2 McBride Kittles.
I have a Bowers McBride and McBride Kittle, but no Bowers Kittle.
Only because I would take McBride and Kittle would always be there in the 5th. And Kittle at no point has ever deserved to be in the 5th this year. And he literally lived there for 3 months.
Yeah, even the whole first month and a half, 2 months of the summer, post draft. Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird. And he moved up for no reason too.
Well, he started in the mid 3rd or in the mid 4th. And then he moved down from the big board. And he stayed there. That happened over actually he started in the mid 3rd because that's where Hayden Winks rated them. And then he fell all the way down to the mid 4th. And then he fell to the 4-5 turn and stayed there for 3 months. And then as soon as Bowers and McBride started falling down the board, Kittle's moved up. Everybody's like, why is there such a gap? Yeah, why? I liked the 2 elite tight ends, but Kittle was always the better pick. At that point, I had 15% Kittle, and right now I have 9% Kittle.
Oh yeah, I know. My Kittle's fallen way off too.
Yeah,
I think I was at 13 or so, and now I'm at 7 or 8. Yeah, it's it's so hard to click him now. And when he goes at that 3-4 turn, he did fall a tiny bit in this one, but still, pick 39. So I guess that's around ADP.
Yeah, and Steve's saying it should treat it like a 10% optimal option. And that's kind of how I look at it. I'm not doing it all the time, but if every single tight end goes and I'm sitting, I don't feel super comfortable with McBride plus Otten only, or McBride likely. But that's probably me drafting like I'm wrong instead of anything else, honestly.
Yeah, you gotta draft like you're right. Every team is a story, right?
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, I could admit that it might be a blind spot for me, but I do really like whenever I take one of those guys tacking. I think Fannin being low owned right now, it's hard. The teams you were talking, if I have a Tyler Warren plus Tucker Kraft team, throwing on Fannin into that team feels so good.
Right. Because you're just baking in that huge upside. And if he is a total bust, then you just wasted a free pick, basically. Yeah. You never needed him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But if he's and I totally get what you're saying too, because it's what does Juwan Johnson do if you got Tucker Kraft, Colston Loveland, or Tucker Kraft, Warren, whatever. But what does Juwan really do? Where you might get the breakout, slot receiver with tight end eligibility, Harold Fannin, or
Yeah,
outside receiver. Yeah.
right. Dirty P says the Kittle move coincided with the San Francisco wide receivers dying, and I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't
Because
maybe
Kittle started moving before they started dying, and then he because he was at the 4-5 turn. He got to the middle of the fourth, and then when Ricky Pearsall went out with the hamstring thing at the very beginning of training camp, then he moved up to the 3-4 turn, and then he just kind of stayed there. When
Yeah.
Juwan Jennings. So it did move up because of that, but it also didn't. Because it started to move up before that because people just realized the price was wrong. And then
That's when he was going like end of the fourth. And then
yeah. And then he went to like the middle of the fourth. And then they slowly started getting more and more negative news. And I honestly could see it being where here pretty soon, he's right next to Kittle. Or he's right next to McBride.
I could see that, yeah. Yeah, and it's like it is kind of weird too in that range. I feel like the only guy who hasn't really moved up a ton for like the onesies is Jaden. Or I guess like McBride didn't move up, he moved down, but like I feel like the other 3 QBs have moved up quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then like Jaden Daniels is kind of in the same spot. And then obviously Kittle moved up, but like you said, like McBride's falling. Just kind of a lot of interesting movement. Tons of running back movement too in this range.
Well, we know the RBs are going to move up the closer we get to draft, because the August drafters are going to do August drafter things, but we also get clarity in the rooms. Generally,
right.
That's right.
True.
So and we're more sure on injuries and stuff like that, and wide receivers tend to get hurt less often over history in the preseason stuff, which the last 2 years hasn't really seemed true at all. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, right now, still their receivers. There's a lot of them. I guess the only running back that's a real big one right now is A-Chain, right? And then Najee, obviously, but I don't know if you count Najee as often,
no.
For injury statistics.
I got a question for you. I mentioned this yesterday to Steve. He just kind of laughed it off. And I do think it's kind of a laugh off thing, but at the same time, it's also a little weird. San Francisco plays every starter, including Trent Williams, who's the soul of their team.
Mm-hmm.
And CMC, who's supposedly healthy, who we haven't seen healthy for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Does that raise any red flags to you? That they're hey, this guy who he's so important because all of our other running backs are hurt. Do you think that that's the truth, or do you think they're oh God, it's coming back? Because I don't really think that it's a red flag, but it is kind of an interesting thought experiment.
I will say the only thing that makes me not think it's too much of a red flag is that all the other running backs are hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe if not everyone in the room was injured, because they've been signing guys weekly, right?
Yeah, Corey Kiner wasn't hurt, and he played a snap, a snap, a single snap.
So has CMC played in the preseason at all, or no? He didn't play at all in the preseason.
Who?
CMC.
No, yeah, he generally hasn't either.
Oh yeah, okay, I figured. I didn't know if this year they would, just because he wanted to kind of show oh, I'm back.
But it's so weird that Ricky P's out there.
Yeah,
Ricky P's out there. Trent Williams, who was hurt and 38, he's out there for a couple snaps. But CMC couldn't go out there for a single snap.
Yeah, it is really odd.
It's just really odd. But then Corey Kiner is the one that's out there and he gets hurt. So
fair enough.
Yeah. Maybe he's a mad genius. Maybe that's all it is.
And I guess kind of like you're saying too, all the running backs are hurt, so maybe they didn't put him out, but all the receivers are hurt. They put Ricky out.
Ricky
stays hurt.
all of the receivers are hurt, all of the running backs are hurt, and Kittle was out there.
Yeah.
So like it just feels weird to me. Brock Purdy was out. Brock Purdy played 2 drives. He right like
Yeah. Yeah. It is weird that CMC didn't play like at all,
like
even just for 2-3 plays, then get out of there.
if if I was Shanahan, the the second that Corey Kiner like stepped weird and hurt himself, because I think that's what happened. Like it kind of looked like his leg went straight
Yeah.
or whatever. And he like took another step and got tackled then. And I don't know. I'm not a doctor. It just looked a little weird. Um, but I would have pulled everyone then. I would have called a timeout and I would have forced everyone to take off all of their pads and make sure that they could not go back in the game. Like like I would have been like, I don't care if you have clothes on underneath. You're taking off your pads. You
Just
are
do
not
like
wearing no pads. You're done. All of you are
just do
done.
like the Lions game prayer circle
That's right.
till the end. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like just nope. We are not chancing this anymore. Uh and I do agree with Lutomsky. I don't think he needs any preseason reps. And Pearsall is the second guy. Like it all honestly makes sense. But it feels really weird since we kind of got lied to all of last year on CMC.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like
think that's
that's
the biggest
that's
part.
that's the
It's so
thing that
hard
makes it feel a little weird.
because you can't trust anything you hear, right? And then you hear these practice reports, but you never actually got to
Yeah.
see them. If you could have just seen him run for a 10-yard gain one time, then it'd be like, all right, he's back. You CMC, but
And Suss is right. The first round didn't. Genty did, but he's also a rookie. Hampton did, but he's a rookie. But like even Josh Jacobs didn't. Chase Brown did, but he was third round at that point.
Jamar Chase did the 101.
Yeah, yeah, but like
RBs,
he's at
RBs.
RBs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like
Yeah, no, you're right, yeah.
Jefferson didn't play, but he's also kind of hurt. Nico was out there. BTJ was out there. Neighbors has been hurt.
JT played, right? I know he's
Yeah,
not
Jonathan
first starter,
Taylor
but
did. Yeah.
JT played. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think they wanted
But
to see JT in
with
there
Dimes.
with Dimes, probably.
Yeah, I think so too. I think some of the teams with some of the changes that makes sense too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just kind of scroll through the chat. I'm where I was, but like I'll just kind of skim through just to get to where we were, see if I missed any questions. You were kind of
I've been
for a
reading
while.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do really good at keeping up with the chat.
Yeah. I usually do pretty good, but not lately.
It's a lot harder if you're hosting and trying to like keep it with that conversation and paying attention to the chat.
Yeah.
So I totally get it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It works out for the best because then, just kind of skim through it and hopefully catch everything that was important. Did we talk about Vele trade making Broncos a little bit more predictable? He's a guy that could take in snaps all over the place. More confident in Harvey and Ingram and Sutton than ever. And my Franklin man crush. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree. I guess I would throw in Pat Bryant.
I don't think
I don't know how much.
I don't think it makes it more predictable. I think Pat Bryant does more, like is able to do more than Vele ever was. But I'm also a little over my skis on Pat Bryant. I think by the end of the season, Pat Bryant will be a full like he has the ability to run every route. In my opinion, he's got awesome contested catchability. He's good at understanding the zones. He's a very, very willing blocker. I just think that he is going to be the one that goes on the field. When Vele was in there, it kind of like it was like always a short pass or a run when Vele was on the field from what I seen last year. So like he was out there for like wide receiver screens a lot, stuff like that. I think Pat Bryant will bring a second player who could go downfield that also has the body frame that's able to block. So I think that when Pat Bryant gets fully up to speed, they already know that he was going to replace Vele. And I think it makes it less predictable.
Yeah, and I guess just like I would agree with that with the predictable thing. I guess I was just thinking like it does help the other guys out. Like I agree with that part, but it doesn't really make them more predictable. They can use, like you said, Pat Bryant in that role. They also have a lot of guys they can use like short area and stuff. They want different packages,
I,
like more speed with Franklin Mims, stuff like that too.
I think it's going to be more predictable when Franklin and Mims are on the field. It's kind of where
Yeah,
I'm
'cause I
at.
guess you kind of know what they're doing.
Like
Yeah,
if, but like I just think that all the stuff Vele was doing, Pat Bryant will just do and be just as good at it. But I'm also the Pat Bryant guy, so
yeah.
I thought I was the Pat Bryant guy until I had Felix on my show, and he apparently in pre-draft on DraftKings had 43% Pat Bryant.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow,
It was like
that's
36
crazy.
or
How?
43. It was like
Like,
he just
how do you even like
like
get on that guy that hard? Like, you know
well,
what I mean?
I would have been on him that hard if I thought he had a chance to have round 3 capital.
Well,
I
yeah,
thought
that's what I mean
I
pre-draft.
thought he was going to have round 5 capital, so I tethered it to 7%.
But
Uh like
that was like me with Tesla. I had like 8% Tesla because I was
because
like,
you were
well,
scared. Yeah.
this dude's gonna be like a late day 3 pick.
Right,
Maybe he
right.
goes to a bad team. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um
absolutely.
uh yeah, Pat Bryant victory lapping. Yeah, if Troy Franklin made a leap, yeah, he could take a big role if he made a leap.
Yeah.
Vele's taking Olave's job, most definitely. Olave's done. He's not even gonna play football ever again, probably. Concussions. That's
Yeah,
my best Matic impression. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure that they traded for Vele so they could trade Chris Olave for a 5th and only lose 1 round of value.
Exactly.
They're just filling in that role, making sure they get better as a team.
Uh, yeah, I was hoping for Mark Andrews and I snipe. Hell yeah. Got him back. Love me some
Yeah.
T. I'm saving you from Stafford. Remember you
Yeah.
taking Jimmy G. There you go. When you win 100K with Jimmy G, remember who got you there. Praying B Rob doesn't go to Cincy. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit.
You got B-Rob
Josh Reynolds.
146.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the hate I'm gonna take B-Rob at 120 every time he's there.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. I don't think I've seen him in the 130s at all. I think I've seen him just past 120. That's about as far as I've seen him fall.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a crazy value.
Assuming I can afford a running back at that point. That's a,
Oh
you know,
yeah,
like
structure. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I think like even that first one we did, like he might have been a good value at one point, and we couldn't even look at him really.
Yeah.
Reynolds could be. You could throw him on. Sounds like he's probably the 2.
Yeah.
Um, or go ahead if you wanted to.
I have a single film office share.
Oh yeah, I was looking the last stream. I didn't have a single one. I said I would pick them, and then I didn't. So
Oh,
yeah, next stream I'll do it. I wasn't gonna make Hoohames take Phil Maffa. That felt wrong.
I
Oh, go ahead.
I'd be okay with film. Like,
Oh, I didn't know if you were in on Phil Maffa at all.
I've actually got 2 shares of Phil Moffa in the
Oh man,
Superflex. In the
ballin'.
Superflex.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
I might have some in the super flex.
I have 2 shares in Superflex. And
I know I don't have any in classic.
I don't have any in Classic, apparently.
I don't have any in super flex even. Damn, I'm a fraud.
You are a fraud. What did I took them not too long ago. It must have been weekly winners or something.
Yeah.
It must have been something like weekly winners.
Yeah, yeah. See, I feel like I
He's a
took them
weekly.
too, but I look at everything that says no film Maffa.
Apparently, it's only Superflex I did it then.
Huh.
So
Yeah, I mean, he is a guy that's hard to get to, though. I mean, to be fair.
oh yeah,
But Yeah. Next time I go live though, solo, there will be a Phil Maffa click. That's promised.
As
Um,
promised, huh?
yeah. Yeah, I couldn't do it to a guest, but I guess if I knew you were cool with Phil Maffa,
I
maybe I would
mean,
have suggested.
we took Damian Pierce.
Yeah, that's true. The
Like
the clock is running out though.
I mean, Damian Pierce is the low owned dart, but he's at least possibly. It's kind of odd that he didn't play, uh, but Chubb did. Um,
Um, yeah, no, that is really interesting. Especially
because
like
he was
he's not dealing with
supposedly healthy. He's supposedly healthy.
yeah,
Supposedly,
yeah, rest. Huh. Yeah, that is really interesting.
yeah.
Um, are you taking any Rocket Sanders in case Najee doesn't play? In case Najee isn't ready week 1?
I don't think Rocket Sanders looked very good.
Yeah, I don't have any yet. I had a couple shares in Big Board, but
Like
not
I,
yet.
I had some shares in Big Board. I thought he looked interesting, just like Taj Brooks looked interesting pre-draft if they got capital and all. But he like didn't
Mm-hmm.
really get any capital, and he went to a situation that, in
How's he
my
gonna get
opinion, is
time?
not great. But I mean, if Najee misses, he could be fine. I I don't know. Where is Hassan Haskins now?
I think he's still a Charger, right? Or is he a Bill
Yeah,
now?
he's somewhere. I'm gonna look it up
Well,
real
but
quick.
I think the thing is just like even if Najee is out like early, he's probably coming back because it's not like lower body.
Yeah, he's
And what does Raheem Sanders really do with Hampton healthy, ready to rip?
well, right. Like, if they really need a guy to go in there and do nothing, they
Monty
have
Vidal.
They have
Oh
Hassan
yeah.
Haskins to go in there and steal some touchdowns because that's what he did last year.
Well, they still got a Kamani, right? He can run a nice little wheel route once a year.
Yeah, yeah. He does have that wheel route in him. He does not look good. Like that
No.
first week, he showed a little burst, but last week he did not look good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, not looking great. The only one is all the Seahawks backups. All of them are future Hall of Famers. I mean,
Yeah,
well, that's bullish, I guess, for the whole run game. But yeah, not great from the Chargers backups. 30p. I just saw those in the slap spot on. I almost snarfed again. That was when you were drinking something and laughing. It comes out of your nose. Chargers are exactly the type of team that want beer up. Najee's out. It could be true. Go Ravens. I don't know what that's a reference to.
were you in
Uh,
that? Were you on my stream earlier when I was doing
oh
that?
yeah. No, I was watching. Yeah, the
Yeah.
drafters chat. Yeah. uh,
That was a good little bit. I hope he like at least halfway embraces that.
the legend lives on. Yeah.
Yeah, the legend lives on. Just at least every other pick, go Ravens.
If you ever see anyone in the community in any of your drafts, you gotta do it. That's what we're not telling you.
Yeah,
I'm not confident on Najee. Hasn't been able to since July 3rd. Fair. Worth the risk draft from Rashi. I think me and Hoohames both have a lot, so we're both kind of lower on them. Is that fair to say?
yeah. I had 24% of him when he was in the mid round three
Yeah, and I was like high
because he
teens.
wasn't supposed to take a plea deal. He was
Right. Yeah.
supposed to he was supposed to go to court, and that wasn't going to happen until like the postseason,
And then when
and he wasn't going to get punished. Obviously, like that, like he took the plea deal 2 months ago, so it's not like the NFL would have punished him for the playoffs because the playoffs would have been over by time that the court case was done. So
right.
like that 2 months, so it would have been the next season. Like that's how the progression was supposed to go. The wild
Right.
card was they took a plea deal that kind of came out of nowhere. Like there was no report that they were talking about it.
Oh yeah, nothing scheduled. No, there's no
Yeah,
way you publicly could have known he was going to do that.
yeah.
There
So like,
nothing scheduled, no public info.
and if he I honestly think he would be at the 1-2 turn if that hadn't happened by now.
I think maybe London. could have given him some resistance,
Yeah, like
but
that's what I mean. He
the
would have been at
range,
the
yeah.
1-2 turn. He would have been there around probably not past Amon or London, but I could have seen him. Like I put him with AJ Brown and Ladd. At,
Right.
I didn't take him there, but I rated him there for drafters in the mini where the new ADP came.
I think the
Before,
highest I went was over T Higgins once or twice, like second round,
yeah,
like around like 2019, something like that. But
yeah,
yeah,
they
it's
have a
just at that time it didn't seem like he was gonna get suspended. That's the way we were playing it. It's it is what it
right.
is. It was a risk that didn't work out, but at the time it really did seem like that.
No, it
If
did,
you're
and
reading the most info, that's the most likely it seemed.
I I I don't regret my decision making. I'm just a little sad that it happened the way it did.
And and I mean, there's still always the chance that we just
That,
get bailed out.
yeah,
There's
there is.
there's still always that chance that it does just come next year. He
Like,
gets 8 and he doesn't like it and he appeals it, pushes it out
well, I think best case scenario for us at this point
like 4.
is that the NFL comes to him before the appeal, before the hearing, and it's like, hey, we can go to that hearing, and we're going to push for 8 games, or you could just take 4 now at the beginning of the season. Like that's like best
Right.
case scenario at this point,
Right.
because even
And it's
even if
all
they're
right at the
like,
beginning,
hey,
so it
you could
doesn't
just
hurt
take
that much.
we're pushing for 8, or it's 6 at the beginning of the season. That's better because the suspension at the beginning of the season is way better than having the suspension when, like, if you just have to go through by weeks 5 and 6, that's much
Mhm.
better than going through weeks 5 through 11 where most of the NFL is on bye.
Right. Right,
Because at that
exactly.
point, all you're doing is you have bye week 12 and 14, which is 8 teams. So, like, if that's what happens, if it's a 6 game suspension from weeks 5, I guess that'd be 5 to 10. But if, like, but there's what, 2 teams on bye week 11?
Well, and
So
like
like,
even just looking at randomly like our team we drafted, that would be 4 of our receivers, kind of the core of our receiver room, would all hit buys during his suspension.
yeah,
Oh, and
and
he's on bye week 10, so if he got 6, he would be out the next
all
week
the
because that
way,
wouldn't
yeah,
count.
all the way, yeah. So like,
Right.
and like Sus says, yeah, it kind of sounds like the Chiefs thought that so Kansas City, from what everything I heard, is that when the plea deal happened, they were expecting it was going to be a 2 to 4 game suspension, and that's kind of why. Like, I've never heard, no sources or anything, but just from like what some reporters were saying, and that could have just been made up, like beat writers do. They just make stuff up. But
Mhm.
I kind of seen that they thought it was going to be 2 to 4 games, which to me means they were pushing to have this over to because they thought it would be able to be handled early and it wouldn't be all those games. And like, I don't know. I just want it to all be over. I want an answer. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the truth too. Because like if we just
Like,
knew, then we can just put a price, feel confident grabbing them there. Like I know what I'm taking. Like even if it's 6 weeks, grab them at that price and be like, "Yep, I'm building around that." Like there's just so much uncertainty. You might be building like these dead rooms if you're not building them properly around
a,
him right now.
a player, yeah, and Suss is right. They won't make him miss the playoffs. That's not going to happen.
Oh yeah,
But like, the one thing I will say is a player I've been completely out on since the draft is Jalen Royals. Best possible case scenario for Jalen Royals is that it's a 6 to 8 game suspension post draft, or post week 4. So like if it's week 5 to 11, like that is the best possible case for Jalen Royals is that it's
hmm
not a suspension at the beginning of the season. And one of the reasons that, like, I was still out on Jalen Royals when I thought the suspension was going to happen before is because it was going to, like, I believe it's going to be like, if it happened at the beginning of the season, I believe it's going to be Juju.
Right.
But if
Because the
Jalen
rookie
Royals
isn't
has
going to get that role immediately.
if he has an additional 4 weeks to learn the system, like it could end up being Jalen Royals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't hate that call. I mean, because I don't know, I could definitely see him, acquiring more of that role as the season goes. Like,
yeah,
especially that'll be kind of nice on the Chiefs. Like, if Rice is there for 4 weeks, he'll almost be able to just sit and kind of learn, maybe go in like a couple plays here and there. And then if they do kind of gear him up for like they're expecting that Rice suspension, maybe the first month is kind of prepping him to go into that Rice role. And he
I
can get real game action and stuff while Rice is still playing.
I mean, you follow Coach Beak, right? You seen the knee
Yeah.
tendonitis thing?
Yeah.
Like
No, I was
I
a little worried
wonder
about
about that. Like I've been pretty out on him just as a prospect and because of the way that everything was going to play out. I was I was about to be interested, and literally that day I read that and I'm like, I guess I'm not interested anymore.
this is a sign. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a sign of how I lose all my money. Just continue to stay out. You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, like yeah. I guess
Yeah.
they don't want me to win anything with the Chief. I guess.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's a guy. I mean, I think I clicked. I had like 1%. It's
right.
it's hard to it's hard to really see the upside like for the whole season really without an injury. Like you said, if Rice gets a longer suspension midseason, like I totally see the upside case there. But
Yeah.
like other than that, it's hard to see him really gaining much of a role without some injuries. There's just so many people there, even if they're like not all crazy talented. It's just like the Jujus, the Hollywoods, they're gonna eat in so much. And the top two big dogs are gonna obviously have their role.
Yeah. And
Yeah, with the
I
but
like yeah, I'm just ready for the answer. Like the fact that they're arguing it and waiting till week 4 to have the hearing, like I don't even care how many games it is. I just want the number.
yeah, yeah.
Like we're gonna be halfway through the
Mhm.
best ball season and we're gonna still not know, like partially through it.
Yeah. Well, that's why they say the first quarter contest is the ultimate rice contest.
I mean, we say that, but what's gonna happen there is we're all gonna buy into that. Like I'm gonna
And then
take
he's
some
gonna
of
take a
him,
deal.
and then he's gonna take a deal, so they don't do that, and it's gonna be like 5 games, like because they're gonna be like we want 8, and Kansas City's gonna be like well we want 4, and they're gonna settle on like 5 or 6, and then
Mhm.
and then they're just gonna like not go to court, and it's gonna come out like 2 days before they go to uh,
Yeah, before week
Brazil,
one. Oh,
right?
right.
So
Yeah.
like they're just gonna all of a sudden be like, yeah, I guess we'll just do that,
Um.
and then
Yeah.
Rasheed Rice is
Yeah.
gonna be,
That.
and he's gonna be in Brazil when that happens, and he's gonna have to fly home by himself because he can't be with the team.
They have to take him off the team plane or book a ticket.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Like, what? Yeah, but
uh,
at least I could laugh about it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, I'm pretty much right there with you. I mean, we're really close on that exposure. So
but yeah,
yeah,
like
it is what it
I
is. It
really
was a
want,
gamble worth taking.
I really want to go in on the first quarter contest on them, but I know if I do, like I'm actually kind of like I should just do that, and then if that happens and I'm wrong,
Think
the
about all
other
the other
shares are
guys that are
better.
alive. Yeah,
The other shares are better.
that's what I
So
was thinking too. I'm like, well, I would punt off like 250 if it means the rest are. If the
yeah,
rest are good, I'll punt off
right,
I'll
like,
punt off of that. Yeah, no problem.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
I mean, let's see. Oh, so Pepper Tony sticks with 2 if he has an elite. You don't even truly need a second. I've seen people float that idea of the solo elite. I've seen that one
Yeah,
float the exact opposite. I don't totally agree with the solo elite. I do think you can stop at 2 most of the time, but Hoohames is just it's something to consider to mix in stuff like that. We talked about that quite a bit though, the kind of nuance of it.
Yeah,
because it's obviously a while ago.
like so. I will actually say the solo elite stuff. Like I disagree with that in like BBM specifically, but
Mhm.
I think in like a one of six advanced kind of thing, you can get by possibly.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think the lower the advance rate is, like the more likely you are to advance, the easier it would be to get through with the solo elite tight end or solo elite quarterback.
Oh yeah, like doing a solo Bowers on like yeah, you'd want to do it on like a Great Dane or something like a 4 out of 12. You get on something crazy
Well,
like
I mean, yeah, I mean, I think more
or like a
like
Husky, a 3 out of
like a
12.
husky. Like that's kind of where I was thinking. Like a
Yeah.
husky is kind of where if you're gonna do it there because it's like a 1 out of 6, then a 1 out of 5, or like there's a couple contests like that. Like the palms are that way too, right?
Well, so would you worry as much about the weeks 15, 16 advance or just the first round? Because that's where you're kind of eating the most, right? So
Yeah,
wouldn't it really be more just the first pot advance for the most part? Because then you should have the advantage because you have the elite, right?
well, like I mean, it depends. It depends on if the elite performs,
Well, but the
right? Like
initial stretch is the only part like you're eating it for taking the elite, I'm saying. Like you're losing projection by not taking that second tight end. Where after that you're kind of even field with them unless
I
they also have your elite.
I I mean, I think it's bad in both situations.
Yeah, I mean
Like
it's not really optimal either way.
to be honest, like it's just bad both ways. But I think that it's like the in a BBM specifically, where it's 1 of 13, 1 of 16, and then a big finals, like they have to be tight end one all 3 weeks, essentially. Or tight end three, like 2 or 3 the first 2 weeks, and then tight end one. So they have to
Right.
be one of the and they couldn't be smashed by a late round pick. Like if Kate Otten had a week within like 2 points of him, it's going to be a lot easier for that team that has Lad there to make up, like, and you have an extra wide receiver later. Like it's going to be easier for Lad to make up those points if Kate Otten happened to get the same amount of points and you don't have a second one. So, but it's mostly like if they have a dud week at all, you're just done. If
Right.
they have a single week that they're not a top 5 tight end, you have no chance to advance, basically, in a 1
Right.
of 13,
Especially in
1
a
of 16.
BBM. Like you said, the 1 of 5, 1 of 6. I guess that is why it would matter so much for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
second week because you could survive the low if it happens. Yeah.
Right.
No,
Like
no, that's a good point.
I'm not going to do it. Like I did it
Yeah, I'm not either.
on the SBS thing, on the Spoil
Mhm.
Banana Society thing,
That's
but that's
different.
because it's a 2 of 10, 2 of 10, 2 of 10.
Oh wow. I didn't even
So
know that.
yeah, it's a 2 of 10
Wow.
advance, 2 of 10, 2 of 10, 2 of, so like you have a 20% chance at every stage to advance, and it's only out
Mhm.
of 10. So like you basically it's a 1 out of 5, right?
Right. One out of
Essentially.
five with some removed like variance even.
Yeah.
You get a little bit,
So
yeah.
like if you can survive the 0 week 8, because if you're taking an elite tight end and going solo, I hope you're not doing it with Kittle, number one. Uh,
Yeah.
like I love Kittle, but I like Kittle is a variance guy, like at tight, because when he spikes hard, but he does have games where he just is out there and blocks. Like, and that was much more the case when he was with CMC than it was last year. Last
Oh
year,
yeah, I was just gonna say I agree. I don't think Kittle's a good solo if you're gonna
yeah,
do it. I think it
right,
almost has to be McBride Bowers.
yeah,
Um
absolutely. Like so, like you're just a little nuts if you're doing it with Kittle, but like I did it there specifically because it's 20% advanced through all the rounds.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
and there too, you don't have to worry about injuries. Injuries basically are off, you
yeah,
know.
exactly. So that's the other thing. Like if it happens to be Mayers for a week, it happens to be Mayers for a week.
Yeah, and he's still, a respectable tight end too. It's not like you're going to, oh, the blocking tight end you've never heard of,
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Uh, Drunk draft of Bowers and Kittle makes me feel a little less bad. That's good. Uh, don't hate it. Just hate. Okay, yeah, hard to build out of it with the second tight end, third tight end when you spent so much early. That's fair if you have a tough time building out of it, because that can happen too. It can really affect your builds.
I've done those teams, and it doesn't. They don't feel great, but if I'm going to do well over 1,000 drafts every year, I'm going to build a couple teams in a structure I don't like to have that structure.
Right.
I'm not going to go out of my way to do it all the time, but maybe what you need is Kittle Bowers to get through the pods.
Well, and sometimes too, it's just what falls to, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's say if you took Bowers at 16, and that was back when Kittle was a 5th-round pick, and he falls to you at 57.
Yeah,
Maybe you
that's
pick him,
exactly what happened.
Right.
I took Bowers at 15, and McBride fell all the way back to 33 in the big board or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah,
30, whatever. Yeah, I'm taking that.
Yeah.
I don't know
No,
they're both week 8
definitely
by
makes
at
sense.
that point. That sucks. But I'm like, I will only do this once. But at that point, that was incredibly rare to happen. Now
Right.
you can get McBride Bowers reasonably often, but the opportunity for that to happen was like 1 in 80.
Oh yeah, because they
And
were
then you
almost
had to,
like both second rounders guaranteed.
yeah.
McBride was like barely a third sometimes.
And Bowers was more towards the 1-2 turn. So
Right.
they were both pushed up about 6 picks. And it was so rare to even have the opportunity to do it that it's like, I don't like it, but it's kind of like the AJ Brown thing with Steve. I personally would have taken AJ Brown there just because in BBM, Bijan AJ Brown is going to be much more rare than Bijan T. Higgins. Much more rare.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
with the information we have now and being able to get all the better later picks. You might have been able to get it earlier when Bijan, you could get him at 4 or 5 every once in a while. But now we have more information down the board and you can build out better teams around it. So you will have some of those teams, but you're going to have more information to build your team out too.
Right. Well, and just the spot too, getting it like a little bit more on the left side. Like if you're getting it before, it'd be more at like 5, 6, right?
I mean,
it doesn't matter a ton, but just a little bit.
The entire board after round 4 is completely different. Everything after round 4 is incredibly and even part of round 4 is Travion's all the way up there now. Kenneth Walker's up there. He was at the 4 or 5, 6 turn, both of them. Brees Hall can fall back over there now.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren goes.
Ricky.
Yeah. Ricky Pearsall should not go there.
Well, that was too early, but
I don't know. I actually don't know. I could see that. I in my heart of hearts, I like Ricky Pearsall more than DK Metcalf.
I probably do too.
I took a DK Metcalf share today at 59 and didn't feel great about it, but I took it.
Yeah, I think I'm literally dead on field on DK. I think DK is right where he goes, right here. That's perfect. That's it's good. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I think DK is perfectly priced where he goes. I don't like any of the guys that went after him probably more than him, and all the guys in front of him I probably do like more than him. Maybe not Igbuka, but he got pulled up.
Lutomsky says that his BBM finals team had 3 points and then 6.5 points at tight end.
Oh yeah.
But I'm assuming your pod not only did you hit ceiling outcomes with the other side, did your pod score over 160? Did your team score over 160? I think it was 166 was the average. I'm curious. I'm not trying to say reason either way, but was it a lower pod than average or was it a higher pod than average? Because if you were in a if you scored 160 or 180, then it does because it's possible to score 180 with a 3 at tight end. Like it's not likely, but it's possible.
How much pod luck were you relying on,
Well,
Lumsky?
if he had Josh Allen, I think week 15, Josh Allen's 50-point game.
That sounds right. Yeah.
It was week 14 or
Pretty
15.
sure.
I can't remember.
Um,
I think one of them was the 50-point game, and the next one was less. But like, yeah, I'm just kind of curious, like, how many points? 170. So, 173
week
weeks.
15 was the Detroit, was the 45.
Okay.
Oh,
So he had
173.
170, which was over the average. Like, I think it was like a 160 something. So yeah, like he said, you need to hit. Yeah, that
Feed the pod like allegation.
right. Then I'm not saying that it had to be a weak pod. I was just curious because he said you needed to hit ceiling outcomes, and it kind of sounds like because that's what three wide receivers, 2 running backs, flex. So that's 6 spots plus quarterback, 7 spots. So those 7 spots average.
Oh, how much? Oh,
So they average
like
24, 25 points.
something?
They average
Yeah.
like 25 points per spot at 6 points, something like that, like 20, 23 and a half, something like that.
And so Josh Allen was about 45 though, right?
If he had Josh Allen. I don't know if he had Josh Allen.
Or wait, that was week 16.
He said
so
week
no,
16,
not Josh
so
Allen.
it wouldn't have been that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that is, and as he said, they all need to hit net outcomes.
I bet he had like Goff and a Lion stack probably.
I don't know if we're ripping BBM. We just done 2, and now we've been just chatting for the last.
Oh yeah, no, I think we're probably gonna call it after this. Yeah. Yeah, we've been chatting for a while. So I'm just gonna kind of rip through the chat. I'll try if there's any questions or anything, I'll try to read them, but I'm just gonna try to catch up as quick as I can. Intrigued by bully tight end. Yeah, it could be cool to try. Worth mixing, maybe puppy or something. Why not try it? See if you like the build after.
Yeah, most of the time I did those in the lower dollar contest too. I wasn't doing it in BBMs.
Oh, same.
Like I would play around with those. Be like, it's a puppy.
I did a Bowers McBride at the 1-2 turn and a puppy though. but
nice.
Yeah, it's a puppy. Let's do 1-2 turn.
I did something pretty cool. I didn't end up liking the team, but like I do have this feeling that like Derrick Henry, T. Higgins could be like the key to advancing out of week 15 because they play each other and they always put up 40 points. So I just did a round 1 Derrick Henry at like the 9 and then I took T. Higgins hoping the Burrow or the Chase draft didn't take Burrow, and I got Burrow at like that side of the board where his actual
like
ADP
the 60 or whatever. Yeah.
I just took him in the 5th to be sure to get him. But
gotcha.
Because I went out of my way to make the team. Right. I wanted to make sure, like, and all those wide receivers are kind of the same. So like I just went ahead and did that. I didn't love the team, but it wasn't a bad team. It just feels bad not having one of the elites.
Right. It feels like something's kind of like missing or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like when you get an elite onesie and you're like, where'd the extra pick go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like when you're scrolling through a team, like, what was I doing? You're like, oh, it's a Bowers team.
Right.
Oh, it's a Bowers team. Oh, it's a McBride team. Got it. Got it. You don't have that problem when it's Lamar or Josh Allen because you see them first. But if it's a tight end, you're always like, man, this team seems weak. Oh, I have McBride and Andrews.
Like McBride and then like another good tight end or something. Yeah. Like, what was that doing? But yeah. Yeah, I do think sorry. Yeah, I don't know. It is interesting with the tight end range. Oh, and I was just gonna say with the Higgins thing, yeah, like I don't really think you're giving up too much projection. Like, you're probably giving up a little just because his volume's gonna be lower, but I think with as much as they score, you're not really giving up too much to get a more unique combo.
Yeah.
I don't think pulling up anyone even down to like AJB like up here is too unrealistic. I
Right.
don't know. Like, yeah,
No,
the amount you're giving up, it's worth it for the uniqueness if you're unless you're doing it like every time or something.
well, number one, it was in a puppy, and number two,
That too, yeah.
it was 98% filled at the time, so there was going to be no player movement afterwards.
Oh yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah.
So like
Yeah, time
I'm not
definitely.
saying you can't do it earlier, but if I'm going to do something crazy, I do it at the very end of the contest to make sure that I know where the ADPs have been,
Oh
so I
yeah,
can get yeah.
how are those Brees Hall pulled up to the 2-3 turn teams? How are
I
those looking?
I never did that. I'm so glad because I had a
I
lot
did
of Brees
that.
Hall. Yeah, I that's one of those things like uh I had a team early, very early on that got Brees Hall back at pick 47.
Oh wow.
Uh, and I felt so good about that because that's when he was going every time at like where Mike Evans went in this draft. And he just randomly fell like 15 picks, 20 picks.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, yeah, hyper fragile it is.
Yeah.
And I've been holding on to that team, and now I don't feel so good.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's crazy.
I got this one in the bag. You know, like I got this one in the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, and like and that's a good example of like why to I don't know, yeah, not do that like super early in like a BBM or something. But like
Right.
time box, yeah, you don't care if he fell now, it's already closed, right? But like yeah, and
There are
BBM and stuff, you might want to wait.
And
Oh
you
good.
could say that some of the things like, oh, well, these players aren't going to move. Injuries happen,
Right.
even to
Well
their
yeah,
quarter,
Omarion.
even to their
Like
quarterback. Not even the player.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Like
2-2 Puka Nakua.
neighbors Puka, absolutely every time. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's Jimmy Garoppolo at that point.
Yeah, no,
So like,
it is crazy. Like people, I feel like people are kind of overdoing it with Puka. I wouldn't put BTJ over him. I can't really do that. Or London. I can't really do either of them over Puka.
and
Like neighbors in Monterey I can. Or go
I
ahead.
think, and I've said this a couple times, but I think if it's Jimmy Garoppolo, it's way worse for Devontae than Puka.
Yeah. Yeah, because they just don't match. They already have that like negative
Well, they
stuff. And I
already
guess just how he plays too, like kind of that just short, like quick stuff with Jimmy G, right? Probably be better for Puka.
Well, Jimmy G also nearly got Devontae killed like the entire season.
Yeah, yeah, no,
And
that's what I was saying
and
because they have
he
the
went
bad
there to play
relation.
with
Yeah,
his college buddy who then got moved for Jimmy G.
yeah.
So like it wasn't Jimmy G's fault, but that doesn't mean Devontae has to be happy about what happened.
But I mean, but that doesn't mean maybe Jimmy G loves Devontae. Maybe it's like one side.
Yeah.
He'll just
I
no.
I
But
don't
yeah,
I mean
I do agree though.
apparently they made up and then
Yeah.
like directly did you hear about this? Apparently they like made up like did like a fist bump thing and like they had a little chat. And then, like, directly after that happened, Jimmy G threw him like the worst hospital ball of all time in practice.
Oh, I actually did see that
I
because
didn't
they were like,
see,
if the linebacker would have been able to hit, Devontae would be dead or something. If it was like
well,
contact.
yeah, I heard that uh, it was so bad that like you hear that and you're like, how bad could it be? And you watch it like, that's the worst I've ever seen. Like, that's what I heard. I never actually went and found the video. I just assume it was really bad.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty bad. I guess I only saw it like one time on Twitter right when it
Yeah.
happened.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell though too, just with like because they couldn't do contact, right? So it makes it a little bit hard, but it did look like he probably would have got absolutely smoked like right
Right.
after. But um oh yeah, we were talking about that with the tight end hitting the flex. Yeah, Kittle with all the SF receivers dying. Um you guys are chatting, fantasy dog, thanks for stopping by, brother. Sus Edwards, thanks for stopping by, bro. You see Josh out 40-41. Yeah, not anymore. If anything, he's moving up even more now to like 2-3 staple.
Literally,
Uh,
what I've been saying since Big Board, how the entire third round feels bad at the wide receiver. Like
Yeah.
everybody's finally on board.
Yeah, they're like all moving back really.
Yeah.
Like you see so many of them going in the fourth now. We're right on that 3-4 turn when they
Yeah.
were staples at the 2-3.
Yep.
Pretty Pierre trying to convince Hoohames take Sky Moore. We started considering Jordan Watkins. Then he got hurt. That's what it was. Welcome you. Most gracious host. Go ahead and invite yourself in the comments. I think that was the Steve. I don't think Hoohames takes Sky.
If you paid an entry, I would, since I'm not maxing. Like, to be honest, like, I'll take a free 17 player entry.
All right, so
like,
get Hoohames Venmo and you can watch him take Sky Moore.
I'll do it tomorrow.
There you go. Send him 25. He'll take Sky Moore. That's all you gotta do.
I could build a 17 player team. Like, and I'm not gonna do a second one if somebody snipes me on Sky Moore. Like if somebody snipes me on Sky Moore, that's that. I will commit my 18th round pick to him. And if anybody takes him, that's on them. It's not on me.
You just happen to get in the one draft where someone organically takes Sky Moore.
At the one.
You know what happened? You know there's a draft out there. Someone's taking him.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I would never play my starters. Yeah, I don't know. It seems they're really coach to coach. Also, if there's like new people and stuff. CMC like returns 70% himself. I disagree. I think with all the practice, he'll returns more, but I can see if you have that case. He looked a little bit slower last year when he came back. I think the not practicing was a big factor. Don't think CMC needs any preseason reps. Purdy does because his wide receiver one is Pearsall. New lineman. That makes sense, yeah. Don't think any of the first round RBs, right? We were talking about that. CMC is practicing, seeing the practice clips. No Saquon, Bijan, Gibbs, CMC, Henry. Good luck to you, Sus Edwards.
No. He's saying that none of them played week one.
Oh, none of them played.
Or has played in the preseason yet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I'm ripping. See, that's why I got Hoohames here.
He's got a lot of those guys. I'm pretty sure Sus is an RB bro.
Yeah, I kind of thought so too when he said that because I was like, yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I know some of the people that Sus picks. I'm like, that's not right. But I'm ripping right now.
Yeah.
9.3% CMC. I'm still like 40 minutes behind right now. CMC over Jefferson.
I'm Jefferson.
Yeah.
Personally,
yeah, I am too.
Mostly because of ADP. If
they went the same pick, I would maybe go CMC, but I picked Jefferson because of the same thing, because it's ADP. If you just take CMC at 7, you can get like exposure. I guess maybe not anymore. I don't know. I'm like overweight CMC already, so maybe it's not really like that.
Well, I just don't pick at 7. Like the 7 spot is the pick I just don't get. So I'm actually underweight because I just never pick at 7, and CMC never makes it to 8 when I'm at 8. So I'm actually like 5.3% CMC.
Oh wow. Okay. See, I was taking them at 7 like most of the time, so I have like 11%. But I think I was taking like still Neighbors over them or Nico sometimes. But I take them at like 7, 8 kind of earlier. So I got a little overweight, but not a ton though.
Hey, no name. We'll get to it. I have no problem with it. I'm not behind on the chat, Steve.
Yeah, who is it? Okay,
I am not behind on the chat.
I'm close. There's gaps here. We'll make it in like 2 minutes. All right. Yeah, all depends on the team. Yeah, and like some of the more old school coaches play more guys. At 43% on more than a handful. What? You know what that means?
It was about a player. He's got 43% somebody. I forget. who it was.
Oh, I didn't know if more than a handful was a riddle.
No,
It's like on more. Yeah, I don't know, but
he's just
Fantasy
drunk.
Dog has strong exposures, though I know that.
Yeah,
I think Ingram was the real winner of this deal. I could see that too. Yeah, I mean, I think he's a winner as well. Even if you
I,
call Pat Bryant a winner, I think Ingram's also a winner.
I fully agree there. And the thing is if it happens, like beginning of the season, it's definitely Ingram. Late season, I could see Pat Bryant take over a little bit of what Ingram does, but
Mhm.
it may not happen also, and Ingram could just smash the whole season.
Yeah, yeah, and you never know. But I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Me too. I'll prioritize Ingram. Fantasy Dog wish I had more Ingram. Who is Phil Maffa, future Cowboy superstar, running back. I'm so stupid. I'm still wondering about that Chisholm guy, New England receiver, Efton Chisholm. Phil
Yeah.
Maffa's new Chris Carson. Oh, do you have something about Efton Chisholm?
Yeah. No, just forget about him in best ball.
No, he's the guy you need. Don't waste
Yeah.
no 18th round hammer. Wow. 72% of my 384 teams have a top four QB. Biggest steals of the draft, in my opinion. Wow. I mean, I like the stand if you believe in them. Like I don't think it's wrong. Like, I mean, that's cool. I wouldn't go that crazy for me personally, but you're mixed between four players. They're the four best. I don't think it's bad at all. I don't know. Do you? I mean,
I like
78% is
I
crazy.
like the elite quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's fine. I wouldn't go that heavy, but it's fine.
Yeah. It's just too heavy for me, but I think it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the one you were saying. 12 team dynasty, Superflex, time premium. Traded Lamb for Rice, 2026, 27, 28 first round picks. Damn.
He's a Rice
Probably,
bro.
right?
He's a Lamb bro.
No, I am, but probably right. Well, I mean, I'm both. Let's be real.
Yeah.
I got like
Yeah.
20% both these guys.
Yeah.
Probably the right side, right?
I think you take the Rice side if you're rebuilding, like
He's
for
younger
sure.
and it's 3 first round picks. I know he's not established
Yeah.
like Lamb, but 3 first and Rice?
Yeah.
That's like 3 first for Lamb is probably close to fair as is, right?
Right.
3 first a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So probably right Rice
Yeah.
side, I think.
That's what I think. Like I
Well, Andy
think.
said he's tanking.
Well, yeah. Well, I ask.
Oh, you did ask, yeah.
Yeah.
Or what? Or
Yeah.
were you gonna say something?
No, no, I think it's pretty clear that Rice is the answer.
Yeah.
The only issue is there is a small chance that some people believe that Jalen Royals is a Rasheed Rice clone. I personally don't think that, but I've definitely been wrong before. And Rasheed Rice after next year will be up for contract. So in 2 years, not this year. So you'll won't have him most of this year, and then if Kansas City doesn't bring him like re-sign him next year, like the following year, he might not be a Chief.
Yeah. So
So
worst
like
case,
that.
sell him after this year.
So like yeah, that. But like that's the thing. Like you could just take him, and then next year when he's going to be there, just trade him for 2 first. Like, and then it's a 5 first for CD Lamb. You know,
Right. And I do think Rice is a guy that's a little bit scarier than like some other elite receivers where like if he left the Chiefs, I would worry about him keeping up the same production
yes,
if the scheme doesn't fit. We're like an AJ Brown or something like his thing's volume. If he gets enough volume, he'd crush. Right.
yeah,
And maybe Rice is the same, but I feel a little less confident in that
I,
at this point. We haven't seen as much, right?
right, because he plays the slot role and dominates in the middle of the field. He does exactly what Godwin was doing last year, whatever before he got hurt. Right, he plays that exact role. So like he would have to be on a team that has that role.
Right. Right. Uh Nine months erasure valid. Tanking, think I'd do it. Our fantasy football was lurking again. I mean, I don't think I'm lurking this time. Killer beard to Hoohames. Yep. Homer Chiefs fan. Uh, EJ start over. Seem to want to put belt to ass on Rice. 10 felonies. Don't want to miss playoffs. Uh, Solo tight end, like 3 RB build or 5 wide receiver
Yeah.
build. Yeah. And I mean, those could work. It's just you're giving yourself such a narrow pathway. And it's like, what's the payoff for that narrow pathway that you're like choosing to go on, right? Um,
Right.
you don't have to be anywhere close to the perfect advanced finals, an AUD contest. No, that's true. I mean, pod luck, yeah, pod luck can be a huge factor. You can have the second best team out of any team week 15 and be out if you just happen to play the number one, or vice versa,
So
right?
in a Superflex palm, they had is it like 2 of 10 advance? If it was a 1 of 10
Sounds right.
advance, I had 193 points, and second place had 192.3. So
Wow.
like in that Superflex pod, if it was a 1 of 10, that guy would not have got through.
Yeah.
With
That's
Josh Allen,
crazy with 192.
we both had
Damn.
Josh Allen, Jared Goff that week. That Josh Allen put up 50.
Yeah, so like 90 from your quarterbacks combined.
Yeah, we
That's
both had that.
crazy.
And
Huh.
luckily for him, it was a 2 of 12
It was two of
or 2
two
of
of 10
10.
or 2 of 12,
Yeah.
whatever you
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um it's about math. Very rarely does the team have a royal flush. Yeah, no, pod luck can be huge for all that stuff. There's huge variance with that kind of stuff. That's why some people do like the marathon, the season long stuff. It takes out a lot of that variance like that.
Yeah.
Um, been hard for me to draft last month or so. Slowed down a lot. Draft fatigue. I definitely feel that. I think that hits a lot of people who draft high volume. Not as much right now, but I've definitely felt that at points through the
Well,
season.
we're a week and a half away from the end. So like it's hard
Yeah,
to be back in all the way right now because we don't have to do it another 9 months.
yeah. Right now it's time to grind. Time to
Yeah.
grind it. Lutomsky beat the Podluck. GM, are you guys repping a BBM? So we did 2 tonight. So we're gonna call in just a few minutes. I'm close now. I'm in
I'm
striking range.
close.
Yeah, only
We do have more
156 in week.
questions.
80p protects players you want. Would he be stacked with Mac Jones for a Niners guy? I'm guessing. Definitely an RB bro this year. 2% Saquon last year will do that to a motherfucker for sure. You think guys can have a discussion on my trade?
Yeah.
I think we. Oh yeah, we did. Okay, yeah. This is a Candyman stream. Be behind in the chat. For real, my bad. Barkley available or Genti, my first round target. Oh, you're just saying your favorite first rounder, guys. No worries. Wasn't sure. Oh yeah. Film off is the next Zeke. Exactly. This guy knows ball.
Wait a minute. Are we talking last year's Zeke or rookie year Zeke?
I think it's rookie year
They're
Zeke 1 for 1.
yeah, rookie is it rookie year Zeke or last year Zeke? Because those are two way different Zekes. We need to know.
If film off is last year Zeke, that's probably still beating his medium projection
That's
for,
still
for
probably beating
NFL.
Javonte Williams.
Yeah, that's true too. Do y'all think Waller does anything this year? Not much.
I'm
Like,
very out on the Dolphins. Like if
mm,
Achan's actually like Achan's the only one I was interested in, really. Like I do kind of like Waddle's hard for me to get to because all of those receivers are there. Like I want Travis Hunter over Waddle every time. Maybe I'm wrong,
um,
but I want
I can
Travis
see
Hunter
that.
over Waddle most of the time. Uh, I want like I personally want Ricky Pearsall. I want Egbuka now. I want all those players over Waddle. That's actually kind of where I
Mm.
have Waddle rated now. Right
Yeah, he
about
did
there.
it in this draft, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I think that's about right. Like I personally want Golden over Waddle too, but
Mm.
I have so much Golden that I will take Waddle there. Like I have
That makes
like
sense. Yeah.
17% Diggs and 20% Golden, so I could take some Waddle if it comes between them. You know,
Yeah, I'm just underweight on Golden. I'm way overweight on Diggs and Olave. So those are kind of
and
the ones I'm willing to
yeah,
drop a little.
Waller is free, and I do mix. I've taken a couple shares of them on like just for bring back for buck stuff, basically.
Mm.
I never
Um,
have to. I basically never have Tua because like the Tyreek or Waddle drafter always takes him if I have Achan because I always push him if I'm going to stack him with the quarterback. And if I like the few times I have landed Achan with Tua, I do kind of take Waller in the last round. But I think it could be a situation. Like I also don't view him to be able to do the things that John done.
Yeah, I kind of
Like the way
I
he plays.
I think with Waller, I'm viewing it similar to you, where like I'm taking him sometimes with Tua. I actually take quite a bit of Miami and Tua, so I don't take them all the time with Tua, but I'll take them also sometimes with the Tampa Bay stack as a bring back. But I think at this point in his career, he's dealt with so many injuries and he's so far removed from really being a relevant player. I really question his upside if it's not like correlated or like, you want to throw an upside in the 18th round, third tight end, but I'm really only picking him like correlated because I don't
Right.
know what his
Yeah.
upside
Same.
really is.
I will say that Ollie Gordon, they're talking about him too. Like I moved Ollie Gordon up to
Oh,
like
yeah.
175. Like I've been out on Jalen Wright for basically ever, and
Mhm.
Ollie's just looked better. But like their offensive line still looks horrendous. So like, what do you win?
Yeah.
And if their
I
offensive
mean,
line's that bad, I mean, it's hard to predict injury, but it's hard to
but
trust that Tua's not going to be hurt.
that's fair. Yeah. How is
And,
Tua going to make it?
and
Um,
with as bad as their offensive line is, and I think that if any team out there is looking to trade for a tight end, it's probably the Dolphins,
oh,
which
you
is
think
weird.
so?
I I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I guess like Waller's not much, right?
maybe like maybe not because they traded away Jonnu for not a lot. So
I guess that would be the only thing that makes me think maybe not. But like, I guess they still need a tight end like Waller. I don't know if Waller's the best. I don't know. Maybe they should get like a Kyle Pitts or something. That'd be kind of cool. He could
I
finally
mean,
break out.
I think they just signed somebody to roster clog
Mm.
whenever the cuts happen somewhere. Like they could be the team to sign like
No Fant when
whatever,
he gets cut again.
yeah, or whatever tight end like Will Mallory or something,
Yeah.
or like if Will Disley gets cut, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm
Just
not
one of those
saying
kind of depth
I
tight
don't
ends,
think
but they
Disley
steal some
will.
work.
Yeah, I don't think Disley will, but like I don't think it'll be hard for any other tight end to come in. Like we know he doesn't want to block. So if any other tight end
Yeah.
comes in, I think that he would be the receiving guy, but like I don't see it being a whole lot with anything else. Like I could see another guy coming in to be a blocker, and I don't know what's going on with Julian Hill right now
Mm.
either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. No. So I guess so. Both of us are kind of lower on Waller, and you're just kind of lower on the offense as a
well,
whole.
like if I'm going to take a shot at that late pick, I've kind of said it before, right? I personally like Harold Fannin. I like
Right.
Jatavian Sanders. I like. I would rather take Juwan Johnson. Like, uh, I think that all those players have more upside and a better floor. Uh,
Mhm.
Pat Fryermuth is probably a better pick to me. Tyler Higbee is absolutely a better pick. Like, I just and nobody's taken Tyler Higbee. Like,
Yeah.
does everybody
0.2%.
everybody completely like just not realize how good he was last season whenever he came in? And like I know it was mostly just in the playoffs, but like and yes, they drafted the guy early, but like he's gonna be on the field at least the first like 10 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Like
mean, Ferguson
and
isn't gonna take over day one. They really
yeah,
like Higby there, and McVay's talked up Higby a lot, like consistently. That's one of his dudes.
yeah, and they
Just like
literally
Byron.
said when they drafted him, people are like, well, it's basically one of those situations where everyone's wish casting it to fruition. Like the
Right.
JCM thing, that's exactly what happened, but it's came to fruition. Like it's actually happening. Uh, with this one, I don't know because like they said that they really like Ferguson, but they've also said that it's Higbee's job until he's ready to retire.
Right.
Like that
Right.
happened like right after the draft. It's like no, we have him and we want him to like he's here to replace Higbee when Higbee's ready to call it quits. Which to me
Mhm.
means this is probably Higbee's last year, right?
Right. Right. And they're kind of, I think the core of that team is pretty old. They're kind of near the end, making kind of one last push for a year or two. So yeah, maybe Higbee's like kind of a big piece of that, right, for their offense.
Yeah,
Or just their main guy while Ferguson's learning. Maybe not like a big piece, but
yeah. So
their
like
main tight end. Yeah.
I'm actually completely out on Dalton Schultz. I've taken more Cade Stover in the last month than I have Dalton Schultz.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
I have very little Schultz, but like
I
I don't
am
know if
not
I'm willing to
I
throw on a
am not
Stover.
condoning Cade Stover,
Yeah.
but I have taken him in a time box that was closed on a CJ Stroud team. Like in a
Yeah.
slow, in a time box. I had CJ Stroud. The rest of my team felt good. I threw on a Cade Stover share.
Yeah. And I mean,
Not
there's nothing
like
wrong with that. You're the
yeah,
one guy who has it in that whole
yeah,
tournament.
right.
If Dalton Schultz gets hurt and you make it to the finals with Cade Stover
It's
and
a
he
clean
catches a
out.
touchdown,
Like
you're
it's
the
just a
only
clean
dude.
out.
Right.
Like in a tournament like that. And I'm
Right.
not saying that it's a smart like I would not do that at like a 20% clip. Like yeah, I
Yeah.
would, but like in a very small situation, like maybe. And like I don't even know if I would really want to do it in a 20 round format very often, but it kind of sounds like the team is moving more towards like Schultz kind of not being a thing from what I'm hearing
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, all the reports around him sound super negative. Well, I mean, and you even see it in drafts too. Like, for a long time he was what, like maybe a 16th round pick, and he actually seemed like an okay price there, at least to
Yeah.
me. But now he's like undrafted most of the time, or an 18th rounder at best.
You,
Like
you
you
know
see the
who
sentiment around him.
you know who I'd love to see go to the Dolphins, honestly?
Who's that?
Devin Culp.
What's his name?
Culp. CULP.
This guy. Was he like nasty in college or something?
No, he played a little bit last year, as you said. Like, basically, Otten, like, he just looked really solid in the few games he played.
Oh, okay.
Like he played just a couple snaps, but like it was very, very late. I believe he was a rookie last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but like he was behind Kate Otten and in that offense with all those pieces, but he was just open all the time because that one game Otten was hurt, right? Like because
Right. That's
Otten
just
had,
has week 17 and 18. Yeah.
and he came in and he actually looked really solid, and he's looked pretty solid in the preseason too. So like, I don't think that that's a team that would get rid of their backup tight end, but like, if I was a team that needed a tight end, I would be calling about that guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Hmm. I was not familiar with this game.
yeah,
I mean, that's cool. I learned about a new player today.
yeah.
I
I
think
learn about players all the time. So sometimes people will bring people up. I'm like, who? And like, it's somebody I probably should have known about if I'm gonna be into doing this stuff.
and more often than not, it's a tight end.
Actually, a lot of the times it's wide receivers,
Oh yeah,
like
people
like
always have their wide receiver. That's true.
like Casey Washington, like is one of them that like I looked at a little more yesterday because he got a little buzz. Uh,
Oh, this guy, the hype
no,
machine.
yeah, well, that guy
Oh, that's not
also,
the guy you were
yeah,
saying. Yeah, yeah.
Casey
No,
Washington, who's the
I might have to just type him.
apparently like some people think that he's gonna beat out Ray Ray for that job.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah,
I mean,
Cavante Turpin, I have heard of.
oh
Uh,
yeah, Turpentine.
yeah, he
Mhm.
Yeah, a fantasy dog has also heard of Kavontae Turpin.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I know. I know. Fancy Dog is a
Yeah.
big fan of Turpentine.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift
uh,
season says Tua doesn't hold the ball long enough anymore. He averaged 1.6 seconds last year. Can't imagine Dolphins wide receiver beating any ADP. And that's part of why, like, I think if Achan's gone, so it is kind of bullish for Waddle if Achan's hurt and Jonnu's gone, because I don't see Tyreek playing that role that Jonnu had last year, but I could see Waddle kind of fitting into that role, although that wouldn't be what he would be best at either. So,
yeah, yeah. No, I mean that makes sense because, like,
and
yeah,
like if I'm wrong on one of the Dolphins, it's probably him.
mhm.
And that I am trying to keep it at like he is my 4% exposure blanket guy this year. That I could see how he beats me, but I'm also not really willing to invest in him. Like
Yeah,
Waddle is that player. I think
I'm
I'm a
like
4%.
I'm like dead on the field. Like I'm almost right at field on every Dolphin except
Really.
Ollie Gordon, and then I'm overweight on Tua and Tyreek by a little.
I got 4.6% on Waddle. And
Yeah, I
like
mean,
I can see, like, he's one of the few players that, like, I could just see him being the better player. Like, I want more shots at Travis Hunter because I think Travis Hunter has the best chance in that range to be like a third round pick next year. Yes, Waddle was a third round pick last year or a second round pick, but I was never in on Waddle last year at his ADP. Really,
yeah,
I was never really in on Chris Olave last year at his ADP. Both of those
I
picks
got.
this year feel more right, but I
Mhm.
I also don't see them, since they've already ascended to that point and now came back down. I think that's harder for them to raise at that point next year than
Mhm.
somebody who's never been there. Like, so I
Well,
think a Golden or a like Debo Samuel, same way. Like, if Debo Samuel crushes this year, do you think he's going to go back to the second round next year? Like
right, he would
at
have to be like
33,
top
like,
5 or
yeah,
something,
like
top 10
he
at least. Yeah.
like Tyreek Hill's 1 year removed from a good season, and we're
Mhm.
pushing him down. Like, he does have the wrist injury still, like, that's
Well,
bothering him from last year. So, like, that's a big deal. But
and I think a guy too, like you said with Waddle, we've seen him that high, and then now he's kind of lower. So if he has like kind of a median season, he's not gonna weigh raise on that because we feel like we've already seen him kind of at his
yeah,
peak price. But like Hunter could put up like 900 yards and 6 touchdowns, and you'd be like, well, imagine next year though when he takes the
right.
leap, and he's gonna be a second rounder off a stat line that, like, if Waddle or Olave put it up, they'd go the same or even lower probably after putting it
Well,
up.
I- I'm just saying, like, if both players had 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns
Mhm.
next year,
Travis Hunter's going way higher.
Hunter's going higher
Yeah.
because people have already been burned by Waddle. Like, basically,
Yeah.
like
See,
that's like, not saying that it's correct, but I'm saying
mhm.
that that's how people will react.
See, and I would say though, if like Waddle put up a season that was good for his price, I do think he goes right back into like the third because I think he's young enough. People say like, oh, like no, it's figured out. Like he's looking good.
Maybe.
Injuries finally didn't work out, or like injuries didn't hit. But like I think it'd be more if he hits that like lower outcome. Like if him and Hunter both had like 900 receiving and like
Yeah.
5. But, like, I think if they both had, like, 1,200 and, like, 10 or, like, great seasons, Hunter might be, like, a first rounder and Waddle might be, like, 2, 3 turn. Hunter will still go higher, but they both might be crazy expensive.
And, like, I also want more Hunter. I want more Rome. I want more
Mhm.
Flowers. I now want more Debo. I resisted for a long time. I'm in now. I
Yeah.
want more. I want more Diggs. I want more Golden, because I believe all of those offenses are going to be better offenses than the Dolphins.
Yeah, I could see
Like
that.
Like and like I want to have high like I want my higher exposures to be on the offenses I believe in more.
Yeah.
Or that I think that are criminally mispriced, like the Panthers and uh, the Patriots. Like I could actually just see the Patriots being like middle of the field. I will say the I still like the Diggs price a lot, but the
Mhm.
overall passing game for like they've proven over their 2 preseason weeks that they want to run the ball. That's what they're going to do, and
Oh yeah.
they're going to do it with 2 guys. They're going to committee. They are going to do that. That is what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Travion
Ramondre
Henderson,
Stevenson and Antonio
yeah,
Gibson.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Because like Ramondre was hurt week 1 or week 2, and they started Antonio Gibson instead of Travion, and then they brought Travion in for those kind of snaps that they
Yeah.
want him to run. So
Yeah.
like Travion's going to have a role, and it's going to be that role. Maybe he takes a bigger workload later in the year. That's
Mm.
definitely possible. But I do think that they're going to rotate backs to some degree, no matter what.
What when did you see? I was just referencing a little. Did you see that interview they had with Ramondre and Gibson? Like
No.
the Ramondre and Gibson had an interview together, and they were talking about how they're happy to share time with each other and split the work however. But Trevion's not there, and all the comments are just like, "Who's gonna tell him?"
Yeah.
like
Nice.
you're not splitting RB1 work.
Well, like
Crazy.
Ramondre just has to remember how to hold or learn how to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
No, it'll
like
be Gibson and Trevion probably by about week 3.
yeah, that's kind of what I think.
Yeah.
I like Ramondre's a good he was a good player and he's fun as long as he's not fumbling the ball, but he
Right.
doesn't do enough for the offense to also overcome fumbles.
Right. He's not special enough to overcome that. It's like
Yeah.
he's a good, solid, like all around is good player, but the fumble is just
It,
you got to be better than that.
did you ever see Travion Henderson's fumble percentage in college?
No, I know he like barely ever fumbled.
He
I
had
mean, I
one
know it's
fumble
low. Yeah.
out of guess how many touches? I think, and let me look it up because I
And he's
think
a
I
he's a
know.
3-year player or 4-year because he got hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say on touches like 700 touches.
Uh, oh, he had
Might be
0
low.
fumbles lost, but I think he fumbled once.
Hmm.
Uh, this is different than the number that I seen by one. So this number says 667. I seen it was 666, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's why I
Close.
remember the number.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that
Uh,
is crazy though.
it says zero fumbles lost, so I'm assuming he had one, but they recovered it, kind of thing.
Right.
Because the number I seen it was one of 666.
You
I was
you
just double checking
do you think he'll pull a Kareem Hunt? Like
the
never fumble
fumble
in college and then the
in the
first carry?
first carry. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it's possible. It is different. Like I think Kareem Hunt turned out okay until the video.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if he ever fumbled again on the Chiefs. And I mean, he was good on the Chiefs too, obviously.
Yeah, he had a really good him and Edwards-Helaire had a really good first game.
Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, yeah, I remember Kareem Hunt's first game. He went off.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
But
great.
anyway, I need to
Uh
get to bed.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
no.
super
All
late
right.
for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I kept you on way longer than
I
expected.
I would love to just sit around and talk ball, but I have to get to bed just because tomorrow night I need to be in bed by 3 hours, maybe 4 hours before this.
Right,
You
right.
know,
Uh yeah.
and then I actually yeah, Big Draft Energy. He
Mhm.
he's doing his 24-hour live stream on Saturday,
Oh,
and
okay.
I did something stupid. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna regret it, but
Right after you get
I will
going
regret
on.
it, but I won't regret it, kind of thing. But I was like, I'll wake up an hour before I go to work and get on with you. So like, I'm taking the 3 a.m. Central time slot
Oof.
to like 3:45.
Oof.
There'll be
That's
another guy. There'll be another guy on there with me as well. But like, I'm basically going to wake up at 2:45 in the morning
top on the stream.
to hop on the stream with him to help
Uh,
out a buddy. So
that that's good though. You'll be the one. You'll be the one like helping out the most going on at 3 a.m.
I was
That's
expecting
the
nobody
toughest
else to.
time.
I was expecting nobody else to be on. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll help you. I'll do that. He's like, oh, well, Greg Kellogg will be on too. Then I'm like, oh, well, I'll get to meet Greg Kellogg. He's like a Hall of Fame sports writer. So I think
Huh.
so.
That's cool.
So like I'll be on there with him. So that's kind of neat.
And that's on Saturday, you said?
Yeah, Saturday, Big Draft Energy is having a 24-hour live stream. So
Oh, nice, awesome. Yeah, and he does
it's actually
all drafters content.
yeah,
Right?
it's actually the Big Draft Energy. It's actually a all for charity thing. It's a charity event. So like he'll have a
Oh, awesome.
GoFundMe up. He'll have a GoFundMe up. It's all I think it's all kids stuff. But basically everything gets donated that he makes during that stream, and he does it every year. He does a 24-hour live stream. So
That's really cool.
it's pretty neat. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, all right. So I think that'll pretty much end it for us.
Yeah.
You were saying, yeah, thanks for staying on so
I
long.
mean,
Too generous with your time.
yeah,
But
I mean, whenever I
it was a lot
talk
of fun.
ball, especially with people I don't talk to, like we just chat all the time, but like we don't chat in person. And like it's just nice to talk. Like I just enjoy talking football. So
Yeah. Yeah,
like
but
whether I'm right or wrong, like I could totally be wrong with taking a third tight end on an elite build is just completely the worst thing you could do. Like maybe that's true. I think that like I just think that the way that the best ball stuff works, every outcome could possibly be the best outcome.
yeah. Yeah,
Like
well,
like like
it really
within a reason.
seems a
Like
story to some extent. That's real
well,
to some extent.
well, it's like why take a third quarterback with an elite? Well, what if the elite's hurt for 4 weeks and you need the other two guys to get the elite to the postseason and then they smash?
Right.
Kind of thing. Like there's always an answer that could happen. Now, is that the answer you want to invest all of your money in? No, but it's an answer that I believe like if you're building out a whole portfolio, I personally want different things like that. And like it makes my ways I could win more wide. And that's like I think that if you're gonna have more flat exposures than we do, I think having
Mhm.
less of those kind of builds makes sense. But I think if you're going to have a lot of 12+% stands, like I think you do as well, I do
Oh yeah.
think that the way to diversify your portfolio is kind of doing different style of builds more than anything else.
Yeah, well, and I agree with that too. I think if you're willing
It,
to like
if
take
you
more of
want to
the
make if you want to make your big stands, like you don't want to make
Mhm.
your big stands in the same exact situation.
Right. Well, in like let's say you have like four running backs you want to make a big stand on, like you could make that big stand in a way that you do a hyper fragile where maybe they even have a little bit lower capital or something,
Yeah.
but you can do that unique build where it fits into like how you're viewing those players and those values. And right, like you can make a super team out of that because you're like, well, I take a
Right.
shitload of Bashal Tutin, so I'm going to treat him like, no, he's just a monster RB3 on this team or whatever. Right. And then it's like
Yeah.
that unique build. And if I'm right on my big bet, this is like a super team for it or whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Stuff like
I
that.
mean, the way I do that kind of stuff is like I'll take three running backs by 4 rounds or something. It's a lot harder to do now that Hampton's not in the late fourth anymore. I have a lot of those teams, and I feel pretty good about my puppy one chances. Other than the Rasheed Rice 20%, like if I could remove that Rasheed Rice 20% out of that original puppy, I would say that I'm going to advance a lot. But we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
But like
Yeah.
on a lot of those teams, like if I got 3 by then, I would just wait a while and then take those kind of players. Like I'd make sure to get like 2 of in all the combinations, like Tootin, Taj Brooks, Giddens, Brashard Smith, uh, just players like that. And then every once in a while, I would hear like a throw in like Tootin plus like an Ollie Gordon at random because I had a buck stack on that one or something.
Right.
Like and like I took a couple Ollie Gordon shares in the original puppy, not many, but I took 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And like I don't I barely got like I've got more JCM than I thought I did, honestly. Like completely honestly.
Oh, really?
I got like
Yeah, I'd
I thought
almost
it was
none.
I thought it was like 1.1%, and I've got 4. That's way more than I thought I'd have. Like way more. I
I
took
have. Oh, go ahead.
I took 0 shares of Ja'Cory in the big board because I went back and watched his college film, and I was like, maybe I missed something. I had the
Mhm.
same feeling that I had originally on it. So like
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Like I'm not gonna say that I'm right, but I could be wrong.
I've the fakest 5% JCM you've ever seen. It's 5%, right?
Oh,
But
did you move him up in the $1
the,
Dalmatian?
the little Dalmatian too. I have
Yeah.
47% JCM.
Nice.
That's
That's
how
awesome.
that's how we do it.
Yeah. All right, but yeah,
But,
I do actually
all
have to
right, yeah.
stop just chatting. I'll see you,
All
man.
right.
Thank you for letting me on. I had a good time. We'll have to do it again.
All right, yeah, yeah. Thanks so much for coming on. Thank all you guys for coming in and chatting. I just dropped Hoohames channel in the chat. He's going live tomorrow, 2 Pacific, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. Yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Thanks Hoohames for coming on. Being so generous with your time. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night.
Peace.